As thanks to Hahn Premium Light, Triple M rocks the grand final.
Allen got the first knockdown. It was ineffective. The ball comes to David King. Gets a little handball away. It was ineffective again. Allison now got clean bowled in the end. Whistle on play. Free kick for a hold. And it's going to be taken by the Kangaroos. Adam Simpson in between wing and half forward. Members side of the ground. It's the Roos kicking to the punt road end. Simpson goes
Good
inside
start.
50 for Carey. Almost could have got a free kick. Umpire said play on. Kick out of the pack by Ratton into the middle of the ground. Matt was being held. That's the way the umpire saw it. It's a free kick to Matten in the middle of the G.
Playing up forward, Glenn Manton. John Blakey tagging him around at the moment.
Let's get Aaron Hamill up there. I backed him for the first goal. As Manton comes in the centre of the MCG, kicks inside 50, looking for Whitnell, who wobbles out towards the 50. Getting out there as well was Sexton, who handballs over the top to Murphy. Kicks it inside 50. Here's a chance. Lappin and Pickett. Pickett gets back off hands. Pickett has three goes at it. Play on, says the umpire. No, he's called play on again. There's the ball, comes out to the 50. Here's a chance now for Hamill. He can run onto the ball. He does. He breaks the tackle. Handballs away, but mighty Mickey Martin's there and knocks it away. And Brent Harvey runs away for North Melbourne.
Great play by the Roos. Harvey goes to the 50. Silvani against Carey. Silvani wins out, takes a strong mark.
Had a better lead.
Fell over.
Had a better lead from McKernan then, but Carey just magnetised the ball towards him. Got to get Carey conscious out of their mind.
Silvani chipped it short to Murphy, who marked in the true centre half-back position. He now go long to half forward. Members side of the ground. Allen has it fisted away by Capuano. Bradley held it not in possession. Umpire said play on. Brown hard at the football at the bottom of the pack. It's going to be a ball up 55 metres out from the Blues goal. City end or main scoreboard end. No score. We'll be going almost 2 minutes in the first quarter.
Bradley had a bit of the home and away there. He just overacted a touch.
Well, Harvey's got the job on him too at the moment.
Ball up at half forward for the Blues. Allen gets the tap. Fraser Brown straight on top of it, as you would expect, and we'll have another ball up inside the centre square. Well, a spirited opening in the first 2 minutes of the 1999 AFL Grand Final. No score to either side after 2 1/4 minutes. Ball up. Allen versus Capuano. Allen gets the tap. No one's able to pick it up. Pickett was in there for the North Melbourne side. In goes Pike. He's thrown to the ground. And it won't be an easy ball here. There's a bit of temper, bit of tension being let go there by a few players. And the wrestle for the ball to hand it over to the umpire. Show of strength between Ratton and Martin Pike. Once again, a ball up between wing and half forward flank. Carlton's attacking zone.
So down goes the football. It's Capuano against Allen. Good use of the body by Allen, but Capuano got the knockdown. Beaumont's there, can't grab it. Oh, Ratton, good, courageous stuff. He gets beset upon by about 3 Kangaroos, and it's a locked up again for another ball up, still on the members' wing.
Doing a couple of midfield matchups here. King and Brown. Bell and Ratton a bit of surprise, and Stevens look like he's running with Camperelli at this stage.
They're playing a bit apart from each other, Stevens and Camperelli.
Another ball up. Allen won it beautifully. It's still on the wing position. Here's a chance for Bell. Picks it up now. Goes backwards to King. King does well to break one tackle. He's in trouble, but managed to get boot to ball, but only as far as the wing. And the diving mark taken for Carlton by Camperelli.
So Camperelli on half-back flank for the Carlton side. Gets the leads, heads to Allen, and also Hamill. Out comes Hamill. Beautiful play by King. Saved the day. Martin to King. King slaps it forward, but it goes to Murphy for Carlton. He's got players everywhere, but King again. Beautiful smother. 3 acts of courage from David King, and we'll have a throw in on half-forward flank for Carlton.
See, that was gutsy. Dermott just backed into that one and got up on his feet, and a great smother there by David King.
Yeah, well, you've got to make those types of desperate efforts at this time of the game.
Simpson grabbed it out of the ruck, had a little kick. Oh, good courage by Harvey. Got crunched by Camperelli, and Harvey is rewarded with the free kick in between half-back and wing, still on the members' side of the ground. The Roos King to the punt road end. Harvey gives a little handball to King, who has plenty of time to measure the kick. Free kick. Umpires paid the advantage. Simpson's got it at half forward. Bangs it inside 50. Looking there for going up one-handed. There was Mooney, couldn't mark. Rice is there. Now gathered by Scholl. Caught a little bit high. Ball spills to Carey. Right foot snap into the goal square. McKay's getting back. And McKay can't mark off hands. It's a rush behind. The first score of the match took 4.5 minutes. It's the Kangaroos one behind. Carlton yet to score. And the first behind was a rush run.
Carlton runner came out to Brett Ratton then, and Peter Bell would not go away, would not go more than about 6 inches away from the messenger's mouth.
The kick out came to Rice, who kicked to Hamill, who took a strong mark on centre wing. Hamill versus Mickey Martin.
Don't like that matchup for North.
Too far out from goal.
Too far from goal. Yep.
Hamill kicks it into the centre of the ground. Is Camperelli. Goes long. Whitnell was clear, but he went to Lappin in the pocket. Lappin takes the ball. Almost gets around. Should have got the free kick. The umpire says the ball spilled over the line and out of bounds. They'll have a throw in the forward pocket. It's the Roos a point. Carlton yet to score on the Triple M TAC Drink Drive Bloody Idiot scoreboard.
Maybe Martin Pike might be a better option there. Durban to play on Aaron Hamill. He covers the ground a lot better than Mickey does.
Well, I can't understand why they won't go with him on Whitnell. I still reckon right now that is the best option.
Lappin got the handball out. Pick out of Fresheri. Picked up by Brown. Has a ping at the goals. And it's just sneaked home 4 behind. So first score of the afternoon goes to Fraser Brown for the Blues. 5.5 minute mark. And on the Triple M TAC scoreboard, Roos are behind, Carlton are behind as we near the 6 minute mark.
Twice already, Aaron Hamill has turned Mick Martin around up in the wider part of the ground on the lead. The first time was when he was spoiled by David King.
King plays on from full back as Pickett gives a Shepherd. It comes out to 50. Here's a chance though for Ratton. Has the first fair dinkum shot at goal and puts it through for the Blues. So Brett Ratton scores the first goal of the 99 grand final. 6 minutes gone. Triple M TAC Drink Drive Bloody Idiot scoreboard, and it's Carlton 1-1-7. Kangaroos 1 behind after 6.25 minutes.
Well, as you called it, Ed, only 6.25 minutes, but look, it's only 1 goal, 5 points of difference now. 6 points of difference, but Carlton just seem like they've settled just a little bit better at the moment. They're actually seizing up a bit though. They're not getting any run through the lines at the moment, but they just seem a little bit more composed at the moment.
David King, the kick, we could have kicked it a little bit longer there. Tried to find a teammate short. Got to go long and under a bit of pressure.
Yep, and the Blues are playing a 5-man forward line in a star shape, 3 down the spine and 1 player wide either side of the spine.
Whistle on play. It's a free kick against the Kangaroos. I think it was against Simpson. Anyway, Allen's got it in the middle of the MCG. First blood to Carlton. They lead by 6 points. Allen dishes off to Bradley. Still in the middle of the G. Now pumps it long inside 50. Whitnell sets himself. Got hands on the football. Couldn't mark. Ball comes to Lappin. Has a pin. Goal! 2 and a minute to the Blues. Lappin kicks his first. 7-minute mark. Carlton 2-1-13.
Free kick.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
gee.
Byron Pickett got scragged off it in the contact. I saw it, but I thought it was a 50-50.
Okay, well, a lucky let-off for the Kangaroos. And that was pretty soft, I reckon, as the ball's kicked out to the southern stand wing.
He was dragged away. He was pulled off the contest by Hamill. So a free
That's
kick.
good umpiring.
It is. Didn't get sucked in by the emotion either as Pickett flies at half-back flank. It's all
That's a
Carlton
free.
at the moment, and the Blues will get a free kick here, as Dermot said. And this time it'll go the way of Aaron Hamill. He's had plenty of it so far.
Got to make a change there, Ed. Mickey Martin's got to have a spell away from him.
Mick Martin is not the man to be out that far, and at least if you get him on Big Lance Whitnell, he won't venture that far up the ground.
I think head's gone the Whitnell doing.
Fourth built Ford tough stat as he hits Bowman on the chest. He's 50 metres out, only about 5 metres in from the boundary line, and he's on the more acute angle for the left footer who likes to bend it left to right. So Beaumont, 8 minutes in, the Blues lead by a goal. Comes in, he's going to have a ping here from about 49 metres out. Comes in, gets plenty of distance. It's across the face of goal. Lappin goes up over the top of the pack and forced through for a rush behind. And the Kangaroos are a point. Carlton are 1-2-8. We've played 8.5 minutes on the TAC Drink Drive Bloody Idiot scoreboard.
Not totally switched on, the Roos at the moment. See that ball that came in, the long kick to the goal line. Just Capuano by himself and 3 Blues players. They were a bit eager. All it required was 1 to pin him and hold him and lock arms with him, and 1 of the other 2 to come over the top. They're not really thinking that well, the Roos.
Blakey took the mark in the back pocket, kicked it to the southern stand wing, but Carlton regained possession. Rice goes short to Fraser Brown, who marks 55, 60 metres out from goal. Southern stand side, the Blues kicking to the city end. Carlton 1-2. Roos are behind, the Blues looking the better team early. Brown not sure what to do with it.
Well, he won't make the journey, so
now
he's
he
got
just kicks it to the top of the goal square, hoping for a Carlton mark. Big pack fly, no one can take the grab. Front and centre is Pickett, trying to paddle. Coming in is Nelson. Well done by Pickett, but now he loses it. Now he wins it again. Great effort by Pickett to get it out to Stevens, and the Roos are going to clear.
Up towards the wing position, Carey and Silvani. Silvani pushes away and then thumps it over the line and out of bounds. However, throw in on centre wing as Carey puts the boot back on. A little bit of a kick in the heel there, and we'll have a throw in. So Silvani having
Doesn't look to be moving all that well, Ed, does he, Carey?
No, not just yet. Silvani certainly having the better of the three duels so far. From the throw-in, McKay missed it. It was picked up by Shannon Grant, who kicks up towards half-forward flank. Rice does it beautifully. Taps to Silvani. Back to Koutafidis. They're playing well, Carlton. Koutafidis with nice vision. Heads out towards Lappin. Just waiting front and square was Ratton over the top to Lappin. Then they look handball to Hamill, who kicks long. Manton's got the set here. Manton's got the set, but it's punched away. Whitnell waits front and centre. Dives in on top of it. So too does Manton again. Ball spills out the back. The North Melbourne defence dive on top of it now. And we'll have a ball up 35 metres out on a 45-degree angle from the Carlton goal. 10 minutes gone opening term. Triple M TAC, drink drive, bloody idiot scoreboard. The Roos are a point. Carlton are 1-2-8. They lead by 7 after 10.5 minutes.
Allen against Capuano. Won by Capuano to King. Did it very nicely, but he loses the ball. Comes out now to Archer. Scrubby old kick to half-back. Leading the race to the ball is Harvey. Traps it well. Got it back to Stevens. Got rid of one tackle. Now kicks under pressure. Unloaded by Brown. Umpire said play on. Kick went to Shannon Grant, who goes to the 50. McKernan led under the football. Now the back of the pack is Sexton trying to mop up. Just trying to paddle out in front. Good shepherd off the ball on Mooney by Koutafidis. Allows Sexton with a left boot to kick it towards Murphy. Boundary line beats him. But good defence by the Blues. We've got a throw in at the Kangaroos half forward, southern stand side, punt road end. At the moment, the Blues lead by 7 points at the 11-minute mark of the first term.
I reckon the temptation will be there for Dennis Pagan to take Mooney off. Just let him watch it for a little while and maybe even get John Longmire up there, a bit of experience, and not allow Sexton to lead him to the ball. Just see how this contest goes this time.
Scholl receives the free kick from the throw-in, kicks inside 50, out came McKernell's, punched away again by Silvani. Sexton waiting behind, clears the 50, out towards the half-forward flank position, is picked up by Capuano, back to Pickett, he's in trouble, he's caught, that was the throw, play on says the umpire though. Capuano and Pickett are playing kick with each other out on the wing position. Now Pickett runs away, 2 bounces, he thumps it long, Carey and Silvani. Carey!
Right mark.
Pushed him out of the way and took the mark and will line up directly in front, 15 metres out, and the Kings should kick North Melbourne's first goal.
Gee, Dermy's been great. Byron Pickett off a half-back flank. He's had a fair bit of the footy. 11-minute mark in the first quarter. He's had plenty of touches. He's had 4 or 5 touches. Very important touches too. Wayne Carey too strongly, Dermot.
And as Dermot said, Mooney will come off for a spell and have a bit of a look at this as Welsh comes on.
Well, they're going with Welsh. A bit of zip around there. Yep.
Carey lining up for goal. North Melbourne's first. They trail by 7 points. In he comes from 15 metres out directly in front. And Carey's kicked his first. North Melbourne are 1-1-7. Carlton are 1-2-8. It's the Blues by a point on the Triple M TAC Drink Drive Bloody Idiot scoreboard. And after 12.5 minutes of the opening term, it's pretty much as the scoreboard suggests. Still anyone's game. No one's showing any real sign of ascendancy yet. So it's a very even start to the 99 grand final.
Real sign of what the Carlton ploy is there. The ball, as we called it, with Capuano and Byron Pickett out on the wing, it loitered there for about 20 seconds, and the fact that no other Carlton players ran to assist, more willing to stay with their man, on their man, inside defensive 50, shows that they are not going to come to meet the ball up the ground. They're going to try and beat their man when it comes in.
Blues by a point. Allen got the knockdown. King had his kick smothered, and it's locked up in the centre. We've got another ball up smack bang in the middle of the G.
Just noticed here now, Byron Pickett's been dragged deep into the fence, right in the goal square by Matthew Lappin. They're trying to pull him out of the play because he's been absolutely fantastic, Pickett, so far.
He gets worried by anyone who can mark overhead as well, Pickett. So that's a good effort, good roll.
Simpson got that knockdown, but it went straight to Fraser Brown. Kicked the ball, still in the middle of the MCG really. Abraham, great tackle by McKay. Umpire said play on. Martin under the pump, but did well to get the handball out the Pike. Gets his kick partially smothered. Good play by Bradley to keep his feet, but Kangaroos have still got the football. Desperate handball by Abraham. Got it out to Simpson. Kicks it inside 50. Carey, McKernan, they both fly. Got nothing but fresh air. Koutafidis back of the pack. Picked up by Grant. Grant will have a ping at the goals. Kicks it. Great play by Grant in the forward pocket. The ball's spilt free. Grant grabbed it from about 15 metres out, just measured the kick and drilled it through. And the Roos hit the front. 2-1-13. Carlton 1-2-8 at the 14-minute mark of the first term on the Triple M TAC scoreboard.
They look like they're settling a bit better now, the Roos. There's actually, you know what they've been doing? The last 2 goals they've got have been from contests around the middle of the ground. They've won the ball when it's been in dispute, and then they've worked it sideways. They worked it to a free-running man through the middle of the ground then, and that gave them momentum forward. Carlton are not able to concede. They just can't let free-running men run down the spine. Clearances 7-3 in their favour.
Built for tough stats, and the Kangaroos lead by 5 points. 14 and a half minutes gone. From the ball up, the umpire will bring it back, and Ratton will get a free kick. Thanks to Hunt, Premium Right. Triple M rocks football as the ball comes from Ratton to the half-forward flank, and Camporelli takes the mark. Members side, Camporelli for his 4th touch. Looks up, gets the lead from Beaumont. He got away from Pike, but he decided to go to Lappin in the pocket, who marks 10 metres in front of Pickett, but will kick from 52 metres out.
Stevens just limping a little bit, pulled up sore when he tried to chase down Camporelli. Looks a bit ginger.
So Lappin comes in, he'll have a go from 51 metres. He gets onto it, kicks to the front of the square though. Big flyers needed. Allen from behind, punched away, and it's through for a rush behind, and Carlton move on to 1-3-9. Kangaroos are 2-1-13. It's the Roo boys by 4 points. We've played 15 and a half minutes in the final term in the Davis Cup. It's 5-all in the 5th set in the doubles. Australia leading 2-0 against Russia. That's the semi-final. So good luck to the Aussies. Let's hope Sand and Stolly and Mark Woodford can win the next 2 games and put us through to the grand final.
King kicks the ball to himself, now goes to the members' side. Abraham has the ball fisted away. It's at Carlton's half-forward area. Bell got clipped high, but umpire said play on. He got it back to Pickett, who's been fantastic in this first term. Byron Pickett, beautiful kick on the left boot. Spots up Shannon Grant, picks up the football now. He'll go inside 50, and he hits Scholl on the chest. Good play by Shannon Grant, and Scholl, who was one of the best kicks in the competition, he can kick it from here. He'll line up on a slight angle, kicking from about 55 metres out, and he is a beautiful kick of the footy.
I'll just tell you how Craig Scholl bent this lead and how he received the ball after he strikes this thing.
Scholl kicks from 52. Good looking kick.
Beautiful.
It is home. Great kick by Scholl. As I said, one of the best kicks in the caper, and the Kangaroos got a bit of breathing space now. 16 and a half in the first quarter. Roos 3-1-19. Carlton 1-3-9. The Kangas by 10 points.
Ben Nelson coming off. He's allowed Grant a bit of latitude. He set up the last 2 goals, one himself, his kick. Franchina comes on. He'll have a job. Don't worry about that. But the thing with Shannon Grant, he's under pressure, running along the boundary, curving the ball back into the centre with his natural left foot. And we had Scholl ahead of him. Ange Christou read it that the ball was going to stay along the boundary line because of the implied pressure on Grant, but Scholl knew that Grant had enough skill against the tide to bend it back to the middle, and that just wrong-footed Christou. Easy chest mark.
We'll go down to Dr. Peter Larkins for an update on Anthony Stevens in a moment, and the ball up. They dive in. We'll have a ball up. So, Pete, for timeout, Cadbury timeout, what's your view on Anthony Stevens' ankle?
Yeah, no doubt. Look, the runner's out to him just as we speak again. Second time, Eddie. He's certainly been just pulling up a little bit sore from the hard efforts, and Franchina's gone straight out to run with him.
Pickett and Grant have had 5 touches each. Ratton 5 and Camporelli 4 for Carlton. Build 4 tough stats as Carlton go inside their 50 again. Manton tried to pull in a one-hander. He might have got a push in the back too, but the umpire said play on. We'll have a ball up now. 45 metres out from the Carlton goal as Franchina just heads down to the forward pocket to try and hide behind a goalpost. King looks up and says, hang on, I better get back, he's my man. And all is well in the world of football again. Ball up 45 metres out from the Carlton goal. We've played 18 minutes. It's the Roos by 10 points.
Whitnell against Capuano. Shark by Ratton. Quick to gather pack by Camporelli into the full forward area. Franchina to Whitnell. Tried to get the handball over the top, but it was smothered again. Brilliant defence by the Kangaroos. Archer kicks the ball outside the 50. Gathered though for Carlton by Murphy. Got it backwards to Manton. Manton goes back to Murphy, but gee, they're under pressure, Carlton. Murphy now forced to kick a high ball into the forward pocket. Roos got numbers. Oh, over the top Lappin. Well, he should give the mark over to Capuano, and he does.
Strong hands by Capuano.
Yeah, good saving mark by Capuano, and their defence is rock solid at the moment. Capuano's got the ball in the back pocket. Roos lead by 10 points at the 18.5-minute mark of the first quarter.
Capuano heads to the southern stand side. 2 North Melbourne players flying. The umpires paid the mark, and Anthony Stevens gets his first touch.
Playing safe footy. They're not willing to change direction in the back line yet until the game unfolds.
Kicks out to McKernan, who couldn't quite grab it. It was beautifully snapped up by Kuta Fitties to McKay. Now to Bradley. Centre wing, he thumps it long. Inside 50. From behind, Whitnell's the flyer, but Capuano's getting back in the hole and takes another strong mark in defence. Capuano's 5th touch coming up. It's a shocker, though. He puts it down the throat of the Blues captain, Bradley, who'll thump it long again. He has Manton out wide.
Yep.
Doesn't seem. Still has Manton. Wants to stick to the corridor. Allen gets back. And Capuano.
This is a sign he's a bit under siege here, taking that long.
Thumps it long this time, inside 50. Capuano will do that all day if you keep kicking it in. And the 3rd mark in as many moments and 6th disposal for Capuano. Out it goes to Blakey. Game number 299. He handballs over the top to Mickey Martin. Back it comes to Blakey from defensive 60. He thumps it up towards the centre half forward position. Punched away by Sexton. Off hands, McKay's there. Desperate play. Got one in the back. Umpire said play on though. And we'll have a ball up. He was a bit stiff not to get the free kick against Scholl.
Fairly lucky there. Just sweated on it for a while. We have a look at it. North Melbourne are just playing. They're playing stuff you teach under 12s. Just win the footy, kick it back from where it came. They're not changing direction or anything like that at the moment. They're just relying, putting some quick scores on the board through hard work.
McKernan got the knockdown to Simpson, who bangs it inside the 50. Welsh wrestling with Christou. Christou, the big fist over the top, and knocks it over the boundary line for throw-in. 20 minutes gone, first quarter. Roos lead the Blues by 10 points. 3-1-19 to Carlton 1-3-9. Punt road into the ground at the moment. It is the Kangaroos deep into attack.
Yeah, Matthew Allen now has gone back to pick up Matthew Capuano. Took 3 marks, as he said before. Great marks too.
McKernan grabbed it out of the ruck. His kick was partially smothered. It's still in the forward pocket. Bradley grabs the football now. Little underground handball at Christou. Little soccer off the ground. It's rushed through for a behind. Rush behind to the Roos. There, 3-2-20. Carlton 1-3-9.
It was ambitious stuff from Bradley. He almost came off until Christou fell over.
Big compliment by Dennis Pagan towards Justin Murphy. He's been a very good player for the Blues over the last 2 wins. They've put Adam Simpson on him.
Kangaroos lead by 11 points on the Triple M TAC Drink Drive Bloody Idiot scoreboard after 21 minutes in the opening term of the grand final of 99. Bradley kicks out straight down the ground, marked by Ratney, plays on under pressure from Harvey, has turned it over. Here's McKernan from 55. He has a long kick at the goal. It'll just stop short, and Bradley marks on his chest on the goal line. He plays on straight away to Christou. Christou over the top to Silvani. Silvani with a handball over the top to Murphy. From defensive 50 up towards Lappin, who's got the sit. Beautiful play by Pickett though. Got a hand on the ball, then chased after it. In he went. Knocked it backwards towards Capuano again. His kick was smothered over the line and out of bounds over throw-in on centre wing.
How good's Pickett been, Hawk?
Been outstanding, hasn't he? And maybe Lappin's got to probably push back deep into the forward line for the Carlton side, or maybe even Hick might get a chance to come on the ground very soon. 6 disposals for Byron Pickett.
Good hands by Ratton. Got it to Lappin. Kicks the ball to the 50. Manton takes a good one-hander against Blakey. Carlton need a bit more from their forwards. Manton plays on. Handballs to Camporelli. He now measures the kick. Oh, beautiful pass to Hamill, but with great courage. Chipping in to take the mark for the Roos is Welsh.
Look at that. Pike had the lead on, and he saw him going out wide, Welsh, but refused to kick sideways out of the back line.
Ball's on southern stand wing, picked up by Kurtafidis. Good tackle on him by Stevens. Frankina to Bradley on hands and knees. Got it back to Frankina. Left foot kicks a pretty ordinary one. Marked by Simpson. So Simpson on the southern stand wing has the footy. Waste no time. Oh, it's a terrible kick. He was looking for McKernan. I don't think he's touched it yet. And chipping to take the mark for Carlton is Kurtafidis. And he has spotted up Allen at centre half forward. Matthew Allen takes the mark. He goes short, looking for Whitnell. Oh, dropped the chest mark he should have taken. There to mop up for the Roos. Martin got it at the Pike and he heads straight for the boundary line and finds it.
I reckon McKernan's probably had the one kick only, Quarters, just to touch on that. 2 touches, yeah.
Yeah, but he's actually charged at the ball. There was one contest.
It's just his timing, though, a bit, isn't it?
He does that frequently, but he'll settle into it. The first one he charged at, he just took the pack with him. The ball rolled over and Grant kicked a goal, so he's doing his job.
Ratton does it beautifully out to Fraser Brown, who breaks one tackle. Can't get past Pickett, though. Going in one-handed was Hamill. He knocks it back nicely, though, to Ratton. Ratton kicks to the front of the square. Hamill over the head there of Whitnell. Here's a chance for Beaumont. He'll go to the left boot. Don't worry about that. Tries to knock it back, but you can't crash through a pack today. Frankina has a chance. Close to the boundary line. Stevens goes at him. Knocks him over the boundary line. That's why he's out there with a bung ankle. That was magnificent stuff. He just got some distance with the kick. McKay's there as 2 Carlton players. As out comes Carey. The handball over from McKay to Silvani. The pressure's on the Blues there. McKay crashes through and finds a bit of space. Kicks inside 50. Whitnell must stand up here. Almost took the mark. It comes to the ground. It spills out the back. Camporelli to the goal square. Manton off his hands. Over the head of the pack. Now it's Hamill. He's grabbed when he didn't have the ball. Play on, says the umpire. Archer's grabbed by 2 Carlton players. Thrown to the ground. We'll have a ball up in the forward pocket.
Allison off, Motlop on. I reckon Glenn Manton will be ruining his decision to try and hip out in the goal square and mark it on the chest. That's what his intentions were. I reckon if he had his time again right now, he'd try and come over the top on the jump and mark in the hands.
Ball up 20 metres out from Carlton's goal. Archie got the knockdown cleverly to Blakey, who clears it outside the 50, or does he? It's just bounced inside. Capuano's been great. Slick handball to King, who puts the foot on the accelerator. Has two bouncers. Switches play to the southern stand side. Kicks a long drop punt in the end, goes up the middle. Carey against Silvani, neither can mark. Bodies flying everywhere, pushing it back, says the umpire.
Yeah,
it's against
hard.
Carey, and it's going to be taken by McKay. Bodies just flying everywhere. Now Rice has got the handball, he's under pressure, pushed off as he kicked it, but a good tough mark taken by Craig Bradley at centre half back. 7 touches for Craig Bradley already. He's having a great first quarter. And it is Russia winning the Davis Cup. In fact, no, it's 7 games to 6 in the 5th set.
Advantage in the 5th.
Yeah, no tiebreaker in Davis Cup in the 5th.
They're breaking down up forward now, but their midfield hasn't been bringing it through with any great pace, Carlton.
Bradley goes up the middle.
And off the hands of the pack, Shannon Grant, who got a smack right in the mouth there from Allen. Advantage was paid by the umpire. Capuano kicks out to centre wing. Motlop is there for the North Melbourne side. Going in hard was Christo, but it spills out to Shoal for the Kangaroos. It kicks up to 50. Carey! Out he comes and takes a beauty on his chest. Wayne Carey, 55 metres out from goal, kicking to the punt road end.
Could almost kick this one, Ed.
Might stretch him.
McKernan back in the square, one out with Koutafidis. And there's been good coaching by the North Melbourne side, keeping Cooter right out of the game at the moment, Dermot and Doug.
He'll come into it. He's a pace. Yeah, they'll pace him into it, Ed. They'll just leave him with a bit up his sleeve to run in the middle after half-time.
Only going past the finishing post in racing parlance at the Melbourne Cup for the first time. Plenty of time in this game. As North Melbourne lead by 11 points, and Carey from 52 metres comes in. He bends it right to left. It's across the face of goals and thumped through by the Carlton defence for a rush behind. And we've played 26 and a quarter minutes on the Triple M TAC Drink Drive Bloody Idiot scoreboard. The Kangaroos are 3-3-21. Carlton are 1-3-9. It's the Roos by 12 points, coming up to the 26 and a half minute mark.
Need something out of Fraser Brown in the middle. They've just gone a bit dead in there. Bradley's getting it for them, but he's getting the little give off after somebody else has already won it at half back. Through the middle of the ground, they're just struggling to stamp at the game.
Bradley goes up the middle. There's the siren. First quarter only going 26 minutes and 41 seconds, and it is the Roos leading by 2 straight goals. 3-3-21 to Carlton 1-3-9. Ratton kicked the first goal for the Blues, but then the Roos responded with 3 goals to Shannon Grant, Wayne Carey and Craig Scholl. So at quarter time, it is the Kangaroos 3-3-21, Carlton 1-3-9.
Dermot Brereton and Doug Hawkins for their special expert comments coming up after the break. As Steve Quartermain mentioned, it's the Roos by 12 points. Ball up in the centre of the ground to start the second term. Thanks to Hahn Premium Light, Triple M rocks football.
Capuano got the first knock. Oh, coming through as Beaumont like a steam train. He's put down King. It was legitimate. Umpire said play on. Murphy goes inside 50 for the Blues. They're King to the punt road end. Fall of the ball is Manton, knocking it in front of him. Now he taps it backwards towards Bradley. Bradley at half forward, member side of the ground. Handball's out to Allen. Allen has time to steady. Carlton have got 4-on-1 here. They should make a goal out of this. 4-on-1, and in the end Fraser Brown over the top takes the mark and will line up on a 45-degree angle 20 metres out from goal.
In the tennis,
going crook.
Sorry boys, the last score in the tennis, the Russians have got up 8-6 in the 5th, so it's 2-1 the Davis Cup. Reverse singles will decide who goes through to the final.
Yeah, Craig Bradley now has gone to a wing, been picked up by Harvey, so the move's been made to get a more run in the midfield. Dermot asks for that. Bradley's the man.
Fraser Brown, 4 goals in 18 games this season. Make it number 5. A big goal for Carlton to start the second term. That's what they needed. They ran hard. It was a 4-on-1 contest, and they have been rewarded, Carlton. Triple M IGA scoreboard, opening minute of the second term. It's the Roos by 6 points, 3-3-21. Carlton 2-3-15.
Well, they had to score out of that. They got caught out. The ball got pushed away from goal. And the only reason there was 4-on-1 because some of the Carlton boys didn't chase the ball up. And when it got rebounded, they were sitting back there in numbers. But if it had kept going North Melbourne's way, I know it was a spoil. I know it was a 50-50 ball that came out. Not one you'd like to plan your game plan around, that type of goal there, but you take whatever you can.
Yeah, we'll say they read it well, Doom, because they
Yes.
thought that Bradley would get it and handball off to Matt Allen.
Yeah. I wouldn't
Okay.
like to base a career on
No.
planning that very well in those sort of stakes.
Bashing your wealth on a Tats Lotto ticket that way. 1 minute 50 gone in the second term as Stevens grabs the ball for North Melbourne. He kicks out wide. The mark has been taken out there beautifully by Simpson under pressure.
And there's no doubt they've been given a rev at quarter time to be more physical, Doom, the Blues.
Absolutely. Fraser Brown was very good in that first contest in there.
Simpson kicks up. Carey was the flyer at front and square, picked up by Shannon.
Great smother.
Rice, magnificent stuff. Handballs out towards Murphy. Murphy holds the ball, did well. Now on the right boot, turns around and kicks up towards centre wing position, but a strong mark out there by Pike. So Martin Pike has the ball, centre wing, southern stand side. He comes in. Right foot kick up towards the half-forward flank position. McKernan from behind, thumped away from him. Scholl was there, grabbed but he didn't have the ball. Play on, good play by Motlop. Got the ball into Simpson. Simpson kicks to the pocket, but it's marked there by Sexton for Carlton. In the back pocket, southern stand side.
So Sexton looking to transfer play to the members' side. He does just that. Craig Bradley, how many kicks is that? He has just absolutely been dominating. Number 9, possession number 9 for Bradley. Spots up Camperelli on the half-back line. Members' side of the ground. He has a lazy bounce. Now runs to the wing. Drills it to the 50. Looking there for Beaumont. Waited for it to bounce. Great tackle by his opponent in Pike. Beaumont kept it in play. Now a chance for Manton. Great smother by Archer. Smothered the handball and knocked it over the line. It's a throw in exactly 50 metres out from Carlton's goal. Punt road end, members' side. It's the Roos leading by a goal.
Have a look at Camperelli out there, just on half-forward flank against Shannon Grant. He's as flat as the proverbial Carter's hat.
Yeah,
he
he's
is
tired.
real tired from this finals campaign.
Kick out from the ball up, and up goes Bell and takes a strong mark.
I'll just watch the two of them. You watch it, and I'll see if Grant runs away
The
from
body
him.
language wasn't too flash as Simpson has the ball for North Melbourne. He's turned it over. Rice will get a free kick for being held, and he'll take the free kick at half-back flank. Rice looks out wide to Brown, to Murphy. Fraser Brown, there you go. As the ball comes out, Fraser Murphy. Ball on centre wing. In goes Hamill. Fraser Brown now goes in nice and hard, but he met the other player who's just as tough at the ball.
Free kick.
And that is, of course, Glenn Archer, but the free kick will come back and it'll go Carlton's way. Or will it?
Yep.
What's going on? It will go Carlton's way eventually, and Hamill will come back and take the free kick on centre wing.
Adrian Hickmott warming up. It wouldn't be a bad bet to try and get him against Byron Pickett in the square one out. He did.
Off the ball.
Hamill with his 5th touch. In he comes towards Allen. Punched away. McKay. Grabbed from behind by Welsh. He's thrown to the ground. Dived in on top of him too. But the umpire says, I'll have a bounce. 55 metres directly in front of the Carlton goal in the true centre half forward position with the Blues kicking to the punt road end. 4.5 minutes gone on the Triple M Independent Gross of Australia scoreboard. It's North Melbourne leading by a goal.
Peter Bell's on Bradley at this stage. He's been forced to play very tight.
Quick kick out of the pack by Ratton. Oh, that's a great one-hander taken by Martin Pike. He was being held by Beaumont, but he still managed to take the mark with the other hand. Deep in defence for the Kangaroos. Pike. It's the Roos kicking to the city end. He kicks it to the southern stand side. Oh, the big fly over there was by Bradley. Staying down was Welsh. Got the football. Clever kick around the body to Simpson, who dished off to Stevens. On the left boot, Stevens goes to half forward. Silvani playing in front of Carey. Takes a safe chest mark. Plays on straight away to Bradley. Touch number 10 for him. He goes inboard to Ratton, who takes the mark in front of Stevens. Plays on. Poor kick though by Ratton, but getting on the half volley. Lappin. Good hands to Sexton. Sexton runs to 51 metres. No one home. He goes long. It's bouncing. He misses to the right. A lost opportunity for Carlton.
That's a Steve Kernahan floater.
3-3-21 the Roos. Carlton 2-4-16. 5.5 gone second term on the Triple M IGA scoreboard. It's the Kangas by 5 points.
Just didn't steady there, Dermot and Doug.
No, he just needed to
balance.
just straighten up, didn't he? And
Yep.
he probably could have just tucked it under the arm for another 3 or 4 paces and gone into about 40 metres and really just steered it through with precision rather than worrying about distance and accuracy.
Pickett kicks in
they do
and
that.
turns it straight over. He got the whistle on play from the umpire and tried to drill one straight down Winston Abraham's throat as Fraser Brown comes off. Hogg and Hickmott coming on for the Carlton side.
Motlop off.
Motlop off. And
Allison.
Manton coming off. So Brown and Manton coming off for Hogg and Hickmott. And as you said there, Ellison coming on for the North Melbourne side. In the meantime, it's Camperelli from 52 metres out. This is his 8th touch. Vital goal for Carlton. Will put him in front if he can kick the goal. Comes in, right on 50, kicks, the distance no problem, the accuracy's there as well, and the Blues hit the front at the 6.5 minute mark of the second term. Carlton 3-4-22.
That's all you need.
Roos 3-3-21. The Blues have kicked the first two in the second term, and they're in front by a point.
There's no doubt about getting Byron Pickett into the goal square. You're going to make him a little bit more panicky. He doesn't like anyone who can mark the ball overhead. We know that Lappin can take a catch. Hickmott would probably be a better matchup for him there. He's moved out there now into the, I suppose, half-forward midfield, and he'll flow through there. But he does get nervous around the goal face very deep.
Hog right into Harvey, guys.
Yeah, right into him, isn't he? If you're going to kick short from full back, you've got to find your target. That turnover cost North Melbourne a goal. Pickett's probably first mistake all day so far.
Fourth change of score leading in this game.
Back in the centre, Allen won it against Capuano. Beautiful knock to Camperelli, but his handball went straight to Bell. Could have got a free kick. Umpire said play on. Oh, good tap by McKay to Murphy. Here come Carlton again. Murphy goes inside 50. Beaumont against Pike. Misses them both, through for a behind to Justin Murphy.
Dr. Peter, I will go to find Dr. Peter Larkins in a minute, because Fraser Brown straight up into the rooms with the club doctor. So we'll find out in a few moments' time. Dr. Peter Larkin on the job down there to find out what's wrong. So that's bad news for Carlton. Fraser Brown, the hero from last week, already going straight up the rooms with Dr. Phil Pearlstein. So from the full-back position, North Melbourne try to clear a game, but it's been cut off, and Camperelli's the man who's got it. He was grabbed from behind. Play on, says the umpire. The tackle came from Harvey. This time it's Simpson who kicks up towards Carey. Couldn't quite hold the mark. Silvani's in there. Knocks it up in the air. McKernan knocks it forward. Didn't go anywhere in particular, though. Kutafitti's on hands and knees. Handballs to Silvani. To Frankina on centre wing. He kicks up towards the half-forward flank position. Hamill out on the lead. Took the mark. Play on, says the umpire. And now he'll come back and pay the mark to Hamill. I thought had enough of it.
Yeah, definitely.
And he'll take the mark and have his kick from 60 metres out. On the boundary line, southern stand side. Chips inside to Ratton, who's getting on top. He's been a great player so far, and without his teammate Fraser Brown, he's going to have to continue to lift his work rate, but will line up from close to the boundary line, 45 metres out. 5 clearances already for Brett Ratton.
Don't know if this will suit him, being on the wrong side, as they say, for a right footer. Swings them right to left normally.
Good looking kick. It's going to fall a tad short. It's still in play. Lappin has a snap. Goal! Ball stayed in play. It went into the goal square. It's a box on two, and there's a few thrown too.
Oh.
There's a few thrown. Whittle against Pike, and there was some left and rights in there.
Archer's in there too.
Good little stoush that one, as Lappin has kicked the goal, and Carlton go further in front. They lead by 8 points at the 9-minute mark of the second term. 3-3-21 the Roos. The Blues 4-5-29.
Look at Stevens on the wing, just running through the wing here. He's called for the trainer. He can barely trot.
Ankle is gone.
Things are going horribly wrong here for the Northern boys.
Well, it was a risk that could have backfired. It was a 50-50 option, and it's not working out for the Roos.
Dragged himself to the forward line.
No one front and square for North Melbourne. That is a team rule, and Lappin makes them pay. The Blues have kicked the first 3 in the second term, and they lead by 8 points. 9 3/4 minutes gone on the IGA scoreboard. Up it comes, and McKernan takes a mark.
Torpedo.
Here's his second definitive kick of the game from centre half forward. He kicks it 65, 75 metres. It's a goal! Corey McKernan launches from centre half forward.
They needed that one too. That was a big goal.
Oh boy, did they ever, and they've cut the margin back to 2 points. Kangaroos 4-3-27, Carlton 4-5-29, 10 1/4 minutes gone. Triple M Independent, Grocers of Australia scoreboard. And let's have a look at Stevens. He's in plenty of trouble, Dermot.
He is really sore. He's pulled himself into the forward pocket here.
Harvey off.
Seen Brent
Clayton
Harvey
on.
coming off. Harvey on. They just want run now. If Hogg's going to sweat on Harvey, they're just going to run the guts out of Hoggy. And North Melbourne know that Hoggy won't be able to tag run with somebody for a full 3/4 of the game, especially someone like Clayton who runs that far. But Anthony Stevens, he is about 3 or 4 minutes away from coming off the ground for the entire day, I reckon.
To get that screen up maybe, Derm. Not looking good. Back in the centre.
Oh, look at him. He's lame.
Capuano, beautiful knock down to Bell. Sold the dummy. Now kicked to centre half forward, but so Rice is there for Carlton.
contest.
So Rice marks.
He's got to come off.
Got to
He has
come off.
to.
Switches to the southern stand side wing. Trapped by McKay. Goes inboard. Oh, Bradley. It was waiting for Bradley, but beautifully read and intercepted by King. He has 2 bounces. 3 bounces. Scintillating pace by David King. 4 bounces. He might do a Manassa. No, he doesn't. The kick dropped short. There's a chance for McKernan. Kutafitti's comes in, taps it to Rice. Ball in dispute. Soccer off the ground by Christou. Now slaps it towards the boundary line. Still in play. Frankina against Allison. Ball still in play. Gathered by Carey. Goes backwards now to Simpson. Simpson has a snap from the forward pocket. Corey McKernan takes the mark. Great mark by McKernan. One out with Koutafidis, and McKernan will line up 10 metres out, a very acute angle. As Stevens comes off, he is absolutely gone, and McKernan will line up for a goal. Tough angle, but only 10 metres out.
Dr. Peter Larkins, Cadbury timeout. Fraser Brown, Anthony Stevens.
Yeah, look, Stevens, the reason all the tension before, Eddie, was he got a knock on the AC joint in the shoulder. That's why they moved him up. Certainly the ankle's been getting sore, as we called the last quarter, and that's why he's limping heavily. So it'll be difficult to see what they can do in addition to what they've already done, Eddie.
We'll come back to you on Fraser Brown.
McKernan will go for the banana and kicks it. 2 goals in a couple of minutes to Corey McKernan. And the Kangaroos back in front here at the MCG. They have answered the challenge big time. 12 and a half minutes gone second term on the Triple M IGA scoreboard. Kangaroos 5-3-33. McKernan's kicked 2. The Blues are 4-5-29.
Yeah, David King Dermott come off that back flank. He's just been fantastic. 5-6 bounces, and McKernan just turned his game back to North Melbourne's way.
Yeah, wasted the kick going forward,
yeah.
King. He just fatigued on the kick there. But you'd almost, with Manton on the bench, you'd almost say, well, if Cooter's not doing the job for a short period of time, throw Manton on him and get Cooter somewhere where he can be proactive for the Blues.
Thanks to Hahn Premium Light. Triple M rocks football. Up goes Allen. He gets the tap. On top of the ball was Ratton. He's thrown to the ground. We'll have a ball up. And Manton getting set to come back on for Carlton. Of course, Fraser Brown still up in the rooms with the club doctor.
Blood rule on Ratton. Blood on the knee.
So a bit of a graze. He can't find it even.
Runner comes out to Simon Beaumont. He'll either say come off the ground or come right up to half forward. You're no good in there against Pikey. Pikey's been out muscling you in the bounce down.
So Beaumont is coming off, and it now looks like Manton will come on for Beaumont, and coming on is Nelson for Ratton on the blood rule. So Ratton just takes his time, and Ben Nelson runs back into the centre of the ground. The club doctor back now for Carlton, but no sign of Fraser Brown. Pete Larkins, so we haven't seen Brown back there yet, have we?
No, he's still up in the race. The physio went as well as the doctor, Eddie, so the physio's still with him.
So obviously we know he's got a history of back problems and back-related hamstring problems, so maybe a bit of work going on Fraser Brown at the moment. Back in the centre of the ground, we have a ball up. Play on, says the umpire. It's pretty tough in there as Mick Martin grabs the ball and Nelson grabs him, and 14 minutes have ticked over in the second term, and the Roos lead by 4 points in a thriller at the MCG.
Yeah, Bradley now has gone to a half-forward flank. His opponent's David King. It looks like he's trying to drag him up the ground a little bit, get King out of the play.
Allen got the knockdown, shark by Abraham, but he's knocked off players. He's about to handball out. Good play by Hamill, got one in the back. Umpire said play on. Picked up by Bell at half-back. Members side of the ground. Kicks it back into the middle. Looking there, out there for Allison, couldn't mark. Mopping up for the Blues is Allen, who is under the pump, and he manages to get the handball out to Murphy. He's going backwards. Murphy runs inside his own defensive 50. Dodgy old handball to Christou, but he did well to get it back to Murphy, who looks for Lappin on the wing position, but over the top. Pickett takes a great mark.
Bad kick by Murphy. He had 2 players he could have really advantaged with the kick, and he didn't.
He goes to centre half forward. Capuano! Big grab. Big grab, centre half forward, 55 metres out.
Tell you what, Pickett had a line up before on McKay.
He did.
McKay didn't drop the head, thank goodness, otherwise he would have been dead.
He took the bump too, McKay. Don't worry about that. He's a bigger man than Pickett, but Pickett picked him out and thought, that's a target. He's got a little crosshair sight on him. But Capuano is he's the best man on the ground at the moment.
10 possessions and 3 marks for Capuano. Drop punt on its way. It's going to fall short. It's into the goal square. Roos mark, and it's Welsh. In a big pack of players, there's about 6 players flew, and Welsh, who is a spectacular leaper, has soared above the pack and taken a strong mark, and he will line up directly in front. 5 metres out. Beautiful timing by Welsh. Strong mark in the middle of the pack.
No one on him, Doom.
No, the pack just sort of dissipated. Wait on his kick. He won't miss from there. No problems. And the Roos go a little bit further ahead now to 39 points. Carlton on 29. And the thing is that the pack started shoving itself. And his opponent, Welsh, just had body on him. And he just sort of stepped through that congestion into the middle of the pack as they bumped each other. Yeah, Sexton's gone away from him and just let him go free without any body work on him.
Good mark, Dermott. Very strong in that pack.
Absolutely. But Capuano, his contested marks at the moment, he's been fantastic around the ground, defence and forward. on that occasion. He's taken them everywhere.
Fraser Brown runs back on to back up the from the race, and he's got that arm or right shoulder pretty heavily strapped there, Dr. Peter Larkins, for Cadbury timeout.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He come back with the heavily strapped shoulder around the AC joint and the shoulder joint itself.
From the ball up, it's Abraham as North Melbourne have answered Carlton's first three of the quarter with three of their own, and out comes Carey and takes the mark. Swings onto the right boot, thumps it long to the goal square, Scholes on his own and takes the mark. Well, in a matter of minutes, it's the second mark in the goal square by North Melbourne players. Umpire's going to pick one out here for holding, I reckon.
Is it Shepherd, is it?
Yep.
Oh, gee whiz.
Or touched off the boot.
Oh, it was.
Touched off the boot, I think it might have been. And we'll have a ball up in the goal square. Yep, it was touched off the boot.
Shouldn't that be playing on?
You would think so, yeah. Let's have a look here. It's out of frame.
Yeah,
but it's a ball up in the goal square, so that's the only fair result from that action. But, gee, what a pack we've got now. Setting itself in the goal square at North Melbourne's end. From behind, Kerry gets the tap. Coming out is Sexton. He'll want to concede it behind. They head over towards the boundary line. Kudafiti's kept it in play to Camporelli, who kicks out towards half-back. Pickett from behind, got in the back of Lappin. Play on, said the umpire. Here's Fruity Allison. Handball's out, gets a push in the back. And it'll be a free kick to the Northerners.
Oh, he disguised a good elbow to the head there,
He
David.
did. He got a beauty.
I tell you what, Camporelli's just given him a little crow peck on the head.
He did too.
Yeah, just a
Double
little
hander.
Yeah, like you do in high school when you walk past somebody sitting down. He's just crow pecked him.
As glad I didn't go to school with you. Up it comes, off the hands of the pack. Abraham was front and square, and so too was Bella Murphy. Will have a ball up 35 metres out as back comes Stevens. And have a look at him.
Oh, no.
He's got a worse gait than I have at the moment.
I reckon Mama Cass is moving better than him.
And it comes to Bell as a shot at the goal. It's a goal. He's kicked another one. North have kicked the last four and are starting to take control of the 99 grand final. Peter Bell at the 18.5-minute mark. 7-3-45. Lead Carlton by 16 points. 4-5-29. Triple M Independent Gross of Australia scoreboard. There's confusion on the bench here.
Christou's not sure he's going to come off. Now he's off, and Brown back on here, Dermot.
Yeah,
Gee
Christou
whiz.
ran all the way to the bench, and then the three Blues boys stood up. He went right to them, 1 metre away, and then turned around and went to run back on, and then Brown said, no, come back, off you come. He's on now. 16
points the difference, North Melbourne in front. Oh boy, they've kicked the last four. Two to McKernan, one to Welsh, and that one to Bell. And they're just starting to get control of the 99 grand final. Stephen Quartermain.
Roos in front by 16 points. Capuano stood down, grabbed the ball from the ruck and put it back inside 50. Carey can't take the diving mark. Picked up by Scholl. Handball's back to Harvey. He runs to 40. He has kicked a point. Just missed to the left, Brent Harvey. Exciting play by the Roos. They've got the run on at the moment. And it is 17 points the difference. Roos 7-4-46. Carlton 4-5-29.
Must get the next one, the Blues.
I just reckon Kudamoth will go forward now,
Yeah.
Dermot. He's
Put
been
Matt-
down on McKernan. He's
put
got to
Matt
go
in
forward.
defence
Yeah,
and bring
he's got to
Kuda
go forward now.
Murphy to bring the ball back into play. Chooses the members' side. Looks for Kudafidis. Over the top, Hamill. Carey. Ball knocked towards the boundary line. Over it goes for a throw-in. Half forward. Roos into attack. Members' side of the ground. City end. And they lead by 17 points at the 20-minute mark of the second term.
I reckon you don't want to shoot your bolt too early with Kudafidis and get him in there. I mean, you can't let the game slip for sure, but you don't want to show your hand too early, otherwise they can get a set on him and focus in on him.
From the throw-in, it ended up with Camporelli, who kicks the centre wing. Oh, out comes Whitnell, who hasn't seen much of it. Archer's been very close checking as the kick from Shannon Grant to centre forward. McKernan did well to just slap it forward. He knew he had players front and square. Diving in on top of it there was Welsh, and we'll have a ball up. Put it just inside the true centre half forward position, inside the centre square.
And I also reckon that Carey, I just got the feeling he's not moving all that well. He's taken a few grabs, a few catches. I don't think he's going to turn the game on its ear today, Wayne Carey.
Look at Camporelli trying to chase Shannon
gone.
Grant.
Oh, he's gone.
Grant's just running away to try and take the steam out of him. From the ball up, it kicks up towards Whitnell, who takes a mark on his knees at centre half forward. Gets the lead from Hamill. That's where he's going. Hamill out. He's got away from Mickey Martin. He went without it though. Big Mick just went straight at the ball. Now it spills out wide. Here's a chance. The kick from Hickmont. Is it a goal? It's hit the post. Badly needed one there for the Blues. Goes astray. Hits the post. And at the 21-minute mark on the Triple M Independent Gross of Australia, it's the Roos 7-4-46. Carlton 4-6-30. 16 points the difference.
Grant's got away again and waiting on King to kick it in. No, the umpire hasn't finished waving. He just got away from Mick Martin too easily then.
Got Archer in the middle there.
Aaron Hamill.
So David King brings the ball back into play. Finds Archer, who marks almost on the defensive 50 line. No one on the mark.
where'd
So
Levin
Archer
go?
just has a bounce and plays on. Archer kicks the ball to the members' wing. McKernan up in front, takes a strong mark in front of Koutafidis. McKernan having a big effect on this game now. He's kicked a couple of goals. Handball's out to Clayton. Kicks a high ball to the 50. Scholl backing back. Got both hands on the football, couldn't mark. Here's a chance for Shannon Grant. Splits the pack. Kicks the ball towards the forward pocket. It's bouncing. It's bounced through. It's bounced through. A leg break from Shannon Grant. He's kicked his second. And when you start kicking those sort of goals, Dermot, in the grand final, you think fate might be on your side, because that was a lucky one. Roos, 8-4-52. Carlton, 4-6-30. All of a sudden, the margin, 22 points.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit desperate. If you wouldn't want another one to be kicked, but if you're a Carlton coach, you would not want to panic right now. If you panic, that'll go right through the team.
22 points the difference. We've played 22 minutes in the second quarter. It's all the twos. 22 at the 22 in the second term, and North Melbourne might have one hand on the Premiership Cup even at this early stage. That's the Independent Gross of Australia scoreboard. Allen gets a tap. Hamill handballs out to Bradley. They've got to get one before half-time, the Blues. Up it goes to Whitnell. Off hands. Lappin's got a chance. It spills to him. He has a kick of the goal. It must be a goal. It is a goal. Matthew Lappin gets the one the Blues needed, and they come back in this game. He kicks his second, and the Roos are 8-4-52. Carlton the 5-6-36. 16 points the difference at the 23-minute mark on the Triple M Independent Gross of Australia scoreboard.
That's the tale of the North Melbourne backline. They are brilliant. They do everything right. They have a real go. They back themselves in. And Byron Pickett is the explanation there. He will drag down players. He'll chase them. But he gives you a chance. He gives you a real chance to kick goals on him because he just follows the ball. The ball gets into the area.
Quick look at the other side of the ground. They're lined up as if the national anthem's on.
There's 10 players coming off the southern stand wing.
Sun-drenched MCG now. Capuano got the free kick from the bounce down. Umpires paid the advantage to King. King on the right boot. Kicks it to the 50. Silvani in front of Carey. Carey does not look right. No doubt about that. And Rice chipped in front to take the mark. And Carey just limping also. So some problems there for the Kangaroos. Camporelli, beautiful play. Stood his ground against King, who landed awkwardly. Camporelli goes to the 50. Whitnell can't take the mark against Archer. Hamill gets a ball knocked over the line by Martin for a throw in. Oh, off the ball. Camporelli puts down King. Only a hip and shoulder. King pleading for the free kick.
He looked over at the umpire, and the umpire did the old knee drop as if to say, stop acting, throw it in. Good stuff from the umpire.
50 metres out from Carlton's goal, punt road end.
Scott McLaren it was, throw in. Off the hands of the pack, picked up by Shannon Grant, who must be starting to get up near the best on ground performance as well. Up towards the centre wing position. Stevens is there, he's knocked to the ground. Here's Bradley, held it up and then kicked the torpedo forward. Allen off hands. Here's a chance for Camporelli, has a shot at the goal. Getting back will be Pickett though, and he takes the mark in the goal square for North Melbourne. Plays on straight away. Kicks it beautifully out wide. Here's Clayton on half back flank for North Melbourne. To Shannon Grant again. Handballs inside to Blakey. Blakey tried to give a quick handball away. It was smothered by Rice. They dive in on top of it. Koutafidis knocks it out. Here's a chance for Whitnell. Kicks it inside 50. Up they go. The pack flies. Camporelli was there. Pickett comes through. It comes out to Lappin, who's grabbing. He didn't have the ball. Should have got a free kick. Play on, says the umpire now. Oh, Archer crashes through. They grab him and throw him to the ground.
Fraser Brown returning the compliment. He drove him backwards there. Watching Anthony Stevens after 30 seconds ago on his assault on the ball.
Free kick, is it?
He winced, grabbed his shoulder and stayed on the ground. He is hurting all over the body. He's running forward to the play now for Glenn Archer, but he won't use him up.
Terrible free kick by the umpire. One of the other umpires has given it for too high. Oh, front and centre, Shannon Grant, brilliant roving. He runs to 40, kicks his third.
Brilliant.
Classic roving. They played the Pagans paddock. Grant read it beautifully, ran into the open goal, and from 40 metres out has kicked his third.
He's real quick.
He's coming off now, Stevens. He's real quick. The shoulder, the ankle, the whole lot. Shannon Grant's been brilliant in his second term, Dermot. He's been the other play with Capuano. Certainly has kept North Melbourne, certainly well in front of the game here, but he just rode that. It's like Kevin Bartlett years ago. Brilliant play.
Kangaroos 9-4-58. Carlton 5-6-36. The margin back out again to 22 points.
Well, Shannon Grant, 7 possessions in this second quarter, as you called it, Douglas. I reckon we've probably seen the emergence of him today for a long, long time as a true silk world-class player. I mean, he's doing everything. He's won it hard, and his ability by foot has been phenomenal.
Stevens heading to the room for some more painkillers, but here comes Welsh out of the centre, bombs it long. Stevens will get this if he stays there long enough. It'll bounce over the line. There, he's got a kick even when he's out of ground.
He did.
Touched it with his foot.
Got a touch there. Good old Steve-O. So off he goes. His AC joint a little bit sore, and so too that ankle. So they'll be hitting him with needles left, right, and centre.
He'd be a pin cushion.
He will indeed. Throw in the forward pocket for the North Melbourne side. They lead by 22 points.
Manton
26 and a half minutes gone.
Into the goal square by himself.
They get one here. I tell you what, Carlton will need to do a 1970 to get back. Here's a chance now for them, though. They dive in on top of it, left, right and centre. Both teams just desperate for the ball. And the umpire will come back in, Scott McLaren, and ball it up again in the forward pocket.
Because Corey McKernan's taking the ruck hit out. Big Capuano drops back behind play, back between half forward and wing. And that means that Manton can drop into the goal square by himself. So if they get a snap, it's going to have to go all the way.
Allen got the knockdown in the back pocket to McKay, who gave it to Hogg. Kicks the ball to the half-back line, southern stand side. Good mark by Whitnell.
Come up the ground a fair way.
A fair way indeed.
Fifth touch, Steve.
Lance Whitnell. Oh, it's an ordinary old kick off the side of the boot. Still stays in play, though. And luckily for Carlton, Lappin, who's come into the game.
Matty Allen's run down the middle of the ground.
Touch number 10 for Lappin, so he's doing a good job across half forward. Lappin does kick to half forward, but North Kangaroos numbers at the ball. Fortunately, it comes out though to Sexton. Sexton runs to 45. He's missed another easy shot. That's two bad misses to Michael Sexton.
Had Rice and Camporelli running into open goals.
Poor kick on the run, isn't he?
Just had to chip it, didn't he?
Camporelli's gone to full forward, Dermot. Now he's got tied.
IGA scoreboard, it's the Roos leading by 21 points. The ball comes back into play. It's marked by Blakey from the kick out from King, and he goes to the members' wing. Good stretching mark taken by Allison.
So Allison on centre wing for North Melbourne. Comes in, high up and under to centre forward. Carey flies from behind, but a good strong mark in front. Double teamed by Koutafidis and Silvani, and Kouta's got it. On centre wing out on the members' side, he had Whitnell with his arms up in the air, but he handballs to his captain, and Bradley thumps it long. He gives it a big top spin. There's no one there, though. Coming through was Pike, but he went without it. Is a chance for Hamill, knocks it forward, but King's there for North Melbourne. Away he goes. He's been sensational from half-back. Two bounces. Looks forward now, just puts it up in the air. He's looking for Carey. Got to the front. McKernan's there as well. Off hands. Here's a chance for Sexton. See if he can hit the mark this time. He does.
It's on now for the Blues. They've got a break.
Murphy drops the mark though. Hands and knees. Handballs to McKay. Over the top to Rice. Rice now into Murphy. Murphy has a bounce. Runs up to centre wing. Hogg says keep going. Now he thumps it long. Lappin's going to sit from behind. Off hands. Here's a chance for Whitnell, but Pickett is there for North Melbourne. Now it comes out to Lappin. Over the top to Hamill.
Hamill can't pick it up. Nick Martin gets there. Grabs the football in desperation. Got it out to Blakey to Pike. Back to Blakey, and the Kangaroos are going to clear. Brilliant stuff. He goes to the members' wing. King has it fisted away by Murphy. Fall of the ball is Fraser Brown. Bodies flying everywhere. Sensational play by Abraham on hands and knees. His handball intercepted by McKay. Goes inside 50. Great Pickett. Spoil by Pickett on Lappin. It's a throw in.
Carlton guys are gone here. Murphy hands on knees. Brown could hardly lift himself up. They're in trouble.
He's wincing, really
hurting.
Throw in, 49 metres out from the Blues goal. Gee, won't it be handy here before half-time?
Winnie Abraham off, Mooney to return.
Almost 30 minutes gone. Throw in, snared by Koutafidis. Left foot snap. It's coming back. It's into the pocket. It's a mark. It's taken by Allen. Allen's taken the mark in front of Capuano.
Big left foot kick from him.
10 metres out, but he'll need to kick the banana.
He's at the punt road end.
Members' side.
Your car didn't leave a divot, did it, Derm?
Allen plays on, kicks the banana.
Well, not a bad effort.
I think he's missed it.
One.
It's one behind to Matthew Allen. It's his first score for the afternoon. And at the 30-minute mark of the second term, as we see some shots on the scoreboard here at the MCG of the troops in East Timor, watching the footy and waving to the crowd back home. Great stuff.
And 100,000 people give him an ovation too. Well done, boys.
Roos by 20.
King at the 30.5-minute mark of the second term brings the ball back into play, finds Blakey.
They've got it out of their kick-ins too easy, haven't they? They've taken it out of the back line. Only the one turnover where Byron Pickett fluffed the kick.
Blakey from half-back kicks up towards the wing position. McKernan from behind in front of Manton. Manton does well to get hand on ball, goes a second and third time. Now he knocks it out to McKay, who takes it to the boundary line. We're coming up to the 31-minute mark. There's a minute and a half to go in this quarter.
Cooter's gone forward now, Eddie. Cooter looks like he's playing on a half-forward flank.
He's on the ball, mate.
Is he on the ball now? Okay.
Yeah, if he's playing up forward, he's just going there to pick up the half-back flank of Simpson and playing as a ruck rover.
20 points of difference with a minute 20 to go in this term. The next goal is absolutely vital as Murphy kicks forward off hands. Mick Martin's there, he knocks it out, and Bell relieves for North Melbourne.
Again, great defensive pressure. Bell kicks the ball back to the members' wing. Scholl, almost the one-hander. He's paid it. Great specky by Scholl. The veteran has taken a great mark on the members' wing.
You have a look at the two key forwards, McKernan and Carey. They actually don't lead. They stay in position and let the ball kick to them. Sexton comes across the face of McKernan there.
Yeah, mark or free kick. Take your pick to Michael Sexton. Now here's a chance for Carlton. They switch to the southern stand side. Rice has got 20 metres on his nearest opponent. Takes the mark, plays on, goes back in the middle, but a poor option. And he kicks it straight down the throat of Peter Bell. He plays on to Allison. Left foot kick by Allison. Inside 50. Carey one out with Silvani. Sexton gets back to lend some support. Gets a fist to the football. Coming through hard was Clayton. Silvani overruns it. Throwing his body at the ball was Rice. Somehow got it to Silvani. Over the top to McKay, who thumps it over the line for a throw in. 30 metres out from the Roos goal. City end, southern stand side. It is the Roos by 20 points at the 32-minute mark of the second.
Got to say
term.
one thing, the Carlton boys are just going to ground a hell of a lot more than the North guys now.
15 seconds to go, Quarters.
Throw in. McKernan got the knockdown. Shark by Rice. He's going to clear for Carlton. Around the body, outside the 50. Oh, Lappin! Huge leap. Been a great tussle with Pickett. You'd have to say it's even Stevens. In fact, maybe in favour of Lappin because he's kicked a couple of goals. There's the siren. And Carlton are hanging in there, but at half-time, it is the Roos with a 20-point buffer. 9-4-58. Carlton 5-8-38 for the Roos. 3 goals to Shannon Grant, 2 goals to McKernan, and singles to Carey, Scholl, Bell and Welsh. For Carlton, 2 goals to Lappin, and 1 each to Ratton, Camporelli and Fraser Brown. So the margin at half-time, gentlemen, 20 points. Roos 9-4-58. Carlton 5-8-38.
All right, Dr. Peter Larkins for time out from Cadbury. Let's have a bit of a look at the injury situation at half-time before we go to the break.
Yeah, he will certainly look. Carlton will be getting some attention to Fraser Brown, who looks like when he went up the race there and came back with a heavily strapped right shoulder, there's enough strapping there to hold the whole with AC joint and shoulder together, Eddie. So certainly looks like he was wincing after the contest.
As we get set to start the second half of the 1999 AFL Grand Final with the Kangaroos 9-4-58, Carlton a 5-8-38, and thanks to Hahn Premium Light, Triple M rocks football.
Allen and Capuano in the middle. Allen goes up, knocks it down. Harvey got first use of the ball for the Roos. Kicks the ball outside the centre square. Carey runs out. Ball didn't meet him. Clayton came through. Good solid hip and shoulder. Simpson got the ball. Little toe poker out of the pack. Carey knocks it on. Stevens got a good handball on to Simpson. Simpson drives it inside 50. Down towards Walsh. Sexton punches away. Abraham's front and centre. He waltzes through the square and kicks a goal. Within 30 seconds of the first quarter starting, Winnie Abraham has goal for the Roos. 10-4-64 to the Blues, 5-8-38 on the Triple M Bow Repair scoreboard.
Yeah, Winston Abraham started out on this swing, but he's actually playing half-forward flank. He's coming in off the wing, opposed to Andy McKay now. And then he was bumping him around, making Winston feel a little bit uncomfortable. When the ball went down to the other side, he just lost him in the traffic and ran goalward with the ball and just lost McKay behind him in the congestion and just stepped through the pack in the middle of goal square. Andy McKay giving it to him again a little bit.
Danger, danger, danger.
Warning, warning.
Exactly. In goes Allen and in the centre bounce. And the Blues are now up against it. They trail by 28 points. We only played a minute into the third term, so plenty of time. Out comes Capuano with the ball. He handballs, not Capuano, it was Camporelli. Handballed out to Bradley. Bradley has a bounce. Back to Camporelli over the top now. Here's a chance for Lappin. He's on forward 50. Swings onto the right boot, thumps it long. Murphy has the set. Flies from behind. Couldn't quite hold the mark. Comes down towards Archer in the goal square. Hobbs there pushing it and shoving. It was Beaumont as well. Beaumont got it out, so too Hamill. They dive in left, right and centre. And Martin just thumps it over the line. And the umpire's pinged him, but Murphy's hurt the whole play. Yeah. Murphy, who looked a bit ginger before the half-time break, actually.
He went the big hover over the back and didn't land right. I'm just having a look at it now. Oh, that's That's a knee.
He's done a knee.
That is a
Oh,
knee.
he has too. He's severely hurt his right knee by the looks of it. In the meantime, Rice has got the free kick on the boundary line.
Straight
Brian
up.
Taylor, he'll need to kick it.
He's got to stop the game here, don't they?
Well, he should.
The stretch has just come on, but the umpires didn't see it. Rice comes in from the boundary line. Kick. Beautiful looking kick. It's bending back to the end of the ground. I think he's kicked it for the Blues. As the stretcher comes out to Murphy, he's done his right knee. No question about that. Will jump on the stretcher, and the Blues claw that one back at the 3-minute mark of this third quarter. 10-4-64 the Roos to Carlton 6-8-44 Bow Repair scoreboard.
Rice kicks the goal, but you could hear there was no real cheer from the crowd because young Murphy in all sorts of trouble. He's absolutely hyperextended the knee. Dr. Peter Larkins, have you had a chance to analyse the one in the video or two, what you saw yourself?
Eddie, as I saw it, I saw it as a hyperflexion of the knee, but I haven't seen the video.
Hyperflexion it was.
Okay, sorry. So hyperflexion, which really opens up the possibility of both the medial ligament and which is Peter Matera put him out, as we know, a couple of weeks back, but also the cruciate ligament can get involved. Look, Murphy's had his head in his hands and head on the ground. He's just been very distressed, so he already knows it's not good, Eddie.
Hyperflexion, this for the people like me who don't know all those terminologies, Pete. That's like pulling your heel of your foot up to your bottom.
Yeah, when your heel's touching your buttock, that's a hyperflex as far as you can get, and then if you land on it from a height like he did, it really just over flexes it even further.
Yeah.
And he rolled towards the ground, so the whole inner side of his, the left-hand side, if you like, of his right knee would have opened right on the stretch there, Dermy.
Okay, so Pete, you'd suggest that this would be hit, well, certainly for the next 20 minutes he's off, as Fraser Brown comes back into the fray, injured that he is.
Yeah.
But that would it would have to be him out for the rest of the day, no doubt about it.
Well, you know, the stretcher rule gives him the rest of this quarter virtually, Eddie, but you'd be hard.
Watch on the replay now, Pete. Yeah, he has hyper-flexed, as you said. Just keep an eye on it, Pete. We're watching on the scoreboard. Tell us what you see.
Sorry, guys, there are people walking in front of me. I couldn't see it.
All right, Pete, well, next time they walk in front of you, do what Fraser Brown would like to do.
Brett Allison coming on and Shane Clayton coming off.
And there's a scoreboard at the other end, Pete, too, by the way. Just watch now. You got it?
Yeah, look, virtually, as he cuts down, the knee's already flexed, and Lucy lands on his own boot, you know, so as his bum hits the ground, he's actually got his boot caught behind him, so his whole body weight really just bounces on it. So, look, as I said, generally that doesn't mean it's the worst, but he looks like he's in a lot of trouble.
He is in a lot of pain.
I think Snapsy's having a look at that.
I reckon that could be a serious one. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Allison going onto the wing now. That's a reaction to Massey coming on. If Massey's going to run hard, fine. But one thing he won't do, he won't be able to adjust to a very clever footballer in Brett Allison. When he runs forward, he could kick a couple of goals against him.
All right, well, Murphy's still trying to get up the race there. There's what's going on?
Well, they change over the trainers that stay on the ground, Ed, changing over the trainers that are on the ground and those waiting at the race to take them up the race, so they're not short of any trainers at all.
Okay, well, we're back in the centre. We've probably had an extra 3 minutes there. But the good news for Carlton is they've got a goal back and they trail now by just 20 points. Can the Blue Baggers lift? It's the Kangaroos leading by 20 points, and thanks to Hahn Premium Light Triple M Rocks football. Harvey out of the centre for North Melbourne. It comes off the hands of the pack. It looked like Carey was being held by Silvani. It's picked up by Rice, who kicks up towards the wing position off hands to Nelson, to McKay. Can the Blues build something now? He kicks to Allen, who marks at half forward, plays on nonchalantly, kicks to the pocket, won't go over the bounce, over the line and out of bounds. But Pike gets across and marks in the back pocket for North Melbourne.
Played on, went with the right foot there, Dougie.
Got to go back and kick on your right. The left foot, of course, been a left foot of Matty Allen. Shocking decision by him then.
As Pike from fullback kicks the ball back into play. McKernan sets himself over the top centre. And man with a big fist at back. Punches it forward. David King. Oh, he's been good today. King got it on the bell. Slick handball. Goes backwards to Stevens. His kicks past. He's smothered off the boot. Goes out to Abraham, centre wing. Beautiful tackle. Play on call the umpire. 1-on-2 there. Manton came into assist. Short kick goes to Camporelli. Stevens flies, knocks the ball down the ground level. In goes Ratton Harvey. Beautifully swept it out to Stevens. Stevens on the left boot. Pretty poor kick. Stuck into the advantage of Silvani. Made Carey look like he was behind, and a mark to Silvani.
Handballs to Manton, who thumps it long, high in the air. Up from behind goes Allen. It was good play by Capuano, though. He's hurt himself too. Capuano's gone down. He might have done a knee as well. It comes out. Here's a chance for Matt Allen. He's a direct opponent.
Wrong foot.
Right foot snap. He goes to the front of the square. Good kick to Beaumont, but it's punched away. Beaumont dives in on top of it. Here's a chance for Nelson now. Crashes through the pack. Oh, he's offloaded by Pickett. Pickett goes in again. He's caught. Handballs over his head. inside play on Ratton, gets it out to Lappin. Lappin now 50 metres out, runs out of space. Now he gets his kick to the square. Whitnell's there. Allen couldn't get the second grab. Out it comes. Camporelli, open goal is missed.
Oh, you're kidding.
From 15 metres out directly in front. Would have made the difference, 14 points. Now the difference is 19 points. Roos 10-4, 64. Carlton 6-9, 45. 7.5 minutes gone. Triple M. Bow repair scoreboard. And Peter Larkins, your impression on this knee injury?
Yeah, not a severe, Eddie. It certainly is to be brought off so they can assess him more properly. They don't want to be running around if he's not right, but he seemed to have jarred the knee that he's had these reconstruction on.
Longmire on.
As Koutafidis takes the mark, gets it, runs inside 50, goes around two players short, kick to Brown is good. He wants it downfield, but no go. It'll be a free kick of the Roos, just inside the defensive 50.
Johnny Longmire comes on for his first run at the expense of Capuano.
Simpson goes wide to King. Kick still inside the defensive 50. 8-minute mark of the third quarter. The Blues are finding something here. Kick McKay. Punches away from Winnie Abraham. Over the top went Bradley. Knocked it to the advantage of Manton. Manton did well. Centering Sutherland stand side. Goes wide to Lappin. Lappin completes the mark. Half forward Sutherland stand side. Heading into the city end. 64-45 in favour of the Roos. Bow repair scoreboard. And right football. Kick up there, Longmire couldn't mark. Ball at ground level. Handball comes out to Stevens. Kick off the side of the boot, and Longmire had trouble grabbing it.
Gets the handball away though. Beautiful play. Opening it up for Simpson. From centre half back, he kicks out the shoulder at full stretch. Take the mark. Lost it in the sun, I reckon. Pushing the back from Christo. And Christo gives away the free kick. And Scholl have to come back and kick over the mark. We've played nearly 9 minutes. It's the Kangaroos by 19 points. Carlton just showing a little bit here in this third term. Here comes the kick forward. It's not a good one. That comes Welsh, who was clean bowled. Sexton will go back after it. Handball to Silvani. Silvani close to the boundary line, heads for it, keeps it in play. There's a chance for Sexton after the 1-2 give. Came out from Bradley. His kick was a good one to Lappin. Lappin will try and get around Pickett. Pickett does it beautifully. Gets it in the way, then robs the play. Robs it and gives it across to Allison. Allison inside 50 to Welsh over his head. And Nelson gets back and takes the mark for Carlton in the defensive 50.
Dishes up to Bradley, running to the defensive 50. Kicks up to centre wing, Southern stand side. Whitnell got pushed under the ball. Over the top, Koutafidis. That's the man Dermott thinks needs to fire in this quarter. Goes wide with the ball to Nelson. Massey it is. Massey on the right boot gets his first kick up towards Whitnell. In front Archer. Third man up was Pike. Martin comes pressing across the face of the pack. Mungles one out towards the boundary line. There goes Shannon Grant. Brilliant in the second quarter with 2 goals. 3 in the first half. He takes Camporelli on. Cleverly knocks it to the advantage of Bell. Bell shockers off the ground and gains another 10 metres for the Roos.
But Manton gets back for Carlton. No look handball to Bradley. Bradley's handball was almost smothered by McKernan. It gets across to Brown. Brown into Ratton, who marks on half forward flank. Looks up, he has Rice, but decides to kick long. Over the head of Whitnell, will go to the back of the pack. Here's the chance for Koutafidis to Beaumont to the left foot kick. Dribbles, it's a goal. But the umpire's going to say all clear. He has Beaumont's kick one of them. The Blues are back in town. Oh, golly, 10 minutes of the third term. And Carlton are back in it. They trail by just 13 points. Roos 10-4, 64. Carlton 7-9, 51 on the Triple M Bull repair scoreboard.
Just the fact that Koutafidis has made about 4 contests. He's marked 2 contested balls in centre of the ground, has given them another player capable of making pack marks, and he's just been a little bit of a difference between no goals and the 2 goals that they've kicked in this quarter so far.
And Glenn Manton's been running off Corey McKernan. Manton's been very good in the last 5 minutes for the Carlton side, the centre half back.
11-minute mark, third quarter. Here we go, thanks to Hahn, Premier Luck to football. Up in the middle they go. Capuano got play on. It was Longmire in back as Bradley comes in and take the ball out of the middle. He's pressured there by Grant. Still got boot to ball. Shocker it was indeed, Dermott. Has told the mark. Play on called the umpire. Martin mocked up there on half back. This is a wide handball to Pickett. Pickett pumps it inside 50. Carey's there. It's right McKernan.
Well, you know, if Manton does run off, this bloke McKernan hauls in another one now. As the game wears on, he's just going to be so big for Glenn Manton to try and get to and spoil.
Has kicked 2 in the game so far, Corey McKernan. Both coming within 2 minutes in that second quarter.
By running off him, Brian, that's how he's going to break even, because he's always going to be too big as a human being playing in front on Glenn Manton.
1-on-1, yeah.
6 possession, 4th mark, built forward tough stats. We've played 12 minutes. Roos 10-4, 64. Carlton 7-9, 51. Blues have kicked the last 2 goals. Big kick this for Kernan. 51 metres out.
Hit it nicely.
Punt road in. It's there. McKernan's kicked his 3rd. And the Blues stopped the Florida goals from the Blues at the 12-minute mark. 11-4-70. Carlton 7-9-51. Bow repair scoreboard.
Well, it looks like they're going to make a change here. Mountain could go on to do the shorter Welsh. And Sexton on to McKernan.
Dr. Peter Larkin has called Cadbury timeout. Latest on Eddie Capuano.
Yeah, he's had a run up down the boundary, Eddie, with this left knee more heavily strapped. Looked very poppy to me. Sort of a bit of shaking head, a bit of frowning with Harry Underglick, but at the end of the day, they were nodding and saying, we'll give him a go.
Okay, 9 points the difference. Carlton trailing Kangaroos.
Well, they'll stick with that one. They'll go with Manton on the McKernan. Yep.
Triple M Bow repair scoreboard. Longmire into the ruck. Up he comes and gets the tap, but it's pushed a bit further forward by Allen. It came out to Carey. Got the handball to Bell. Bell on centre wing. He kicks up towards the half-forward flank position. Punched away by Rice. And he finds the boundary line. We'll have a throw in on the half-forward flank for the North Melbourne side.
Yeah, Carey's gone onto the ball now. Shannon Grant's gone forward, been picked up by Steve Devani. That's a mismatch there for the Carlton side.
Throw in.
Yeah, he's just trying to get some hands on the ball, Carey. He has had no real effect on it.
Southern to stand side. Allen and Longmire. Over the head of the pack, in with Abraham. Longmire's there. It's held to him. We'll have another ball on centre wing, outer side of the ground. 13.5 minutes gone. Triple M Bow repair scoreboard. Roos 11-4-70. Carlton is 7-9-51. The margin is 19 points in favour of the Kangaroos.
Ball up, half-forward area for the Kangaroos. Picked up there by McKay. McKay dishes the handball off wide. They go forward to the Blues. Brown punched away by Pike right in front of the Southern stand and players race. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
A little give off Massey there who kicked it forward, Brian.
14-minute mark, Derp. Thank you. Triple M rocking football here at the MCG. The big day. The 99 grand final in front there. Longmire punched it away. Got 10 metres. Kerry makes ground on the defensive 50 line. Bradley runs him down. Pushes the ball out of his possession to the boundary. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Ball has worked its way forward. City end. Attacking 50 for the Blues. 40-minute mark. 51 plays 70 in favour of the Kangaroos on the Bow repair scoreboard.
But just quickly, Eddie, Soss is trying to get away from Grant. He's trying to get, I think it's Nelson to go across to pick up Grant.
Camporelli tries to find some space. He was dispossessed. Picked up by Carey out of defence. Up towards Harvey. His handles away was good play. Picked up now by Peter Bell. Bell has a bounce. Kicks the ball up towards centre wing position. Welsh comes out. Couldn't quite trap the ball. Sexton in on top of him for Carlton. Now the ball spills out the back. But the umpire says, give it to me, boys. I'll have a ball up on centre wing in front of the Great Southern stand.
Second time Walsh had the ball low and failed to pick it up first go.
I think the big danger now looks like McKernan playing inside 50 on his own with Manton. Big
Ball,
worry there.
ball up on centre wing, right in front of my wife sitting up there in the back row too. Good to see her up there. Give us a wave. There you go. Ball up it goes too. Hello, colour. And diving on top of it was Ange Christo. We'll have another ball up. Having a bit of a laugh too. Ball up on centre wing. It's North Melbourne leading Carlton by 19 points. Have a look in the room so you can see Murphy on the scoreboard now on the crutches. So he's in a bit of trouble, but at least he's up and standing. It comes out to Camporelli, who drives forward for the Blues.
Up towards Hamill, punch away by Mickey Martin. Archer was there as well. Carey front and centred it beautifully. Dished off to the handball to Martin, who got an ugly kick out wide. But Allison's got plenty of room to work his magic here. Grabbed the ball. He fell over. No one was in for 15 metres. Tried to sell a dummy there. And he was poleaxed by Silvani. He was absolutely poleaxed. He had an eternity to pick up the ball and dispose of it. Silvani gets the free kick, plays on with the handball to Massey.
Wasn't watching.
Over the boundary line, out of bounds. Fraser Brown says, Ball goes over, boundary throw in centre ring, northern side.
Bit excited, the young fella ran away. There's a chance on for him, but Silvani should have held it up.
Yeah, bad hit by Silvani.
It was, yeah.
Throw in, it comes to Massey, redeemed. And Camporelli kicks around the body, but that could have been a sort of tackle that lifts the side. The side. Can he do it again? He lifted him at three-quarter time with a speech. Last week as Carey brings the ball in and Simpson marks in a wing. Members side of the ground. Left foot kick. Up to half forward. McKernan! Up he goes. Couldn't quite hold it. Welsh front and square. Play on advantage paid. Motlop into the open goal and puts it through. North Melbourne weather the storm. Kick the goal and kick clear. At the 16.5-minute mark on the Triple M Bow repair scoreboard, the Kangaroos 12-4-76 at the 25-point lead. Carlton 7-9-51, and that is the second biggest margin for the game so far. The biggest margin coming at the 6.5-minute mark of this term when Abraham made the margin 28 points.
I'll tell you, Ed, Shannon Motlop just came onto the ground. Brett Ellison was taken off the ground for that bad mistake he made with the tackle by Steve Silvani. Motlop had just been on about 1 minute, and the Merc got him a goal.
About 5 seconds.
5 seconds probably do, yeah. 5 seconds and got him a goal.
That's the sort of thing that makes a coach a genius.
Well, he's a genius, Dennis Pagan, after that, Ed.
17-minute mark of the third quarter. Dribbling, rocking football here at the MCG. Bounce favours long by Allen over the top. Carey, second successive centre clearance there. Kick up towards Simpson. He went fresh chair. Silvani hangs on. Simpson got a little kick out the side door. Goes to Walsh. Walsh slips over. Still got time to go backwards with a handball to Bell. Bell, the standing start. Punts it down in the McKernan direction. Good reach by Manton. He punts it all to the ground. Crashing through is McKay. And McKay kicks it out wide to the Blues.
There's the battle of the big man. Can the horse beat Allen? He does. He gets a good bounce and handballs back to Carey. Carey kicks from centre wing to McKernan with the sun in his eyes. Off hands. Here's a chance for Harvey, the E.J. Whitten medalist. Handballs back to McKernan. Says it was a throw, says the umpire. It was a bit stiff there, but the free kick goes Carlton's way. And Rice will take it on the back flank.
Carey 6 possessions since to go into a ruck roving role.
Kicks out wide. Sexton on half-back flank. Blues have got to get the next one. Up to Beaumont, who flies. Got underneath the ball. Came to Fraser Brown, who ran past it. Here's Pike. Little no-look handball at the back to Bell. Bell kicks to the centre of the ground. Shannon Grant gets away from Bradley and marks on centre wing. Now he runs around, back onto the left boot. Gets about 5 metres, kicks it long, 1-on-1. McKernan in front of Manton. Manton did beautifully. Had the extension going on his arms there. Must have borrowed Chrissy Dools. It comes out to Nelson. Now it comes out. Flicks it up beautifully to Bradley. Here they go, the Blues. Out to Allen. He ran sideways. Now he runs forward. Kicks it up to the goal square. Brown from behind. Flies up. One hand. Front square. Silvani. Twisting and turning. Sauce. A big high up and under. Getting underneath it. Hamill almost takes the beautiful mark. Now it's a chance for Mickey Martin. But Carey again mops up and handballs out to Simpson.
Simpson goes short to Harvey by foot.
Oh, that took the sting out of Sauce when he got offloaded after that kick.
So Harvey's got the ball right in front of the members here at the NMCG and he slows it down. Roos have kicked the last 2 goals. Short kick is to Grant. Sensational first half. 19-minute mark of this third quarter. It's 76-51 in favour of the Kangaroos and the Bow repairs the scoreboard. Grant's got the ball centering right in front of the players' interchange area, northern side. Kick in the McKernan direction, and the big vice-like hands drag that one out of there. Mismatch there with Madden. Sells the dummy by foot, comes back on the left foot. Winnie! Winnie! Winnie has dived and marked. 30 metres out, slight angle.
He got caught McKay, didn't he? McKay was going back to the long kick from McKernan, went to his left side, the kick fell short and over to the great chest mark.
You almost be tempted now that Carey's gone onto the ball to see if he can exert a bit of influence. Just about, well, if it's going to happen, for as long as Carey's on the ball, throw Silvani on to
Carey
McKernan.
possessions this quarter. We'll get those in just a moment as Abraham pulls his socks
7.
up. He has had 7 already in this quarter.
5 in the first half, all up.
And 2 centre clearances. Abraham lines up, punt road in. Little bit of wind inside right post. Winston Abraham had a quiet first half. In he comes punt road. He's hung it out a bit to the right. It's drifting. It's drifting. The umpire's had a good look at it. The cheer squad likes it. It's a goal. Winnie's kicked his second. 20.5-minute mark of the third. And the Roos have kicked 3 successive goals. 13-4-82 to the Blues. 7-9-51. Bow repair scoreboard on Triple M.
Yeah, McKernan's been that danger man. You might be right there, do it. Maybe Steve Silvani could be the option now. But every time they've gone inside the 53rd quarter, just rebound. There's no one down there for Carlton. The kicking goals, Dermot. Young Lance Brittle needs to put his hand up here and really do something about it.
He's playing very deep in the forward line, isn't he?
Yeah.
We look at Kuta Fafidis. He's gone to full forward. He's dragging Simpson with him. And now Mick Martin goes back and frees up Hamill.
If he comes out on crutches, he is gone for the day. And thanks to Hahn Premium Light, Triple M rocks football. Third quarter of the grand final, and North Melbourne have got it by the scruff of the neck. They lead by 5 goals. 31 points to be exact. As the ball spills out to the Sexton at half-back flank. Sexton twisting and turning onto the left boot, puts it up in the air. Bradley has to wait under tremendous pressure from his opposite number in Carey. And the ball's thumped over the line and out of bounds. Over throw in out half-forward flank for the North Melbourne side, outer side of the ground. 21.5 minutes gone on the Triple M Bow repair scoreboard. The Roos lead by 31 points. And Justin Murphy comes back, as we said, on crutches. And his knee in a fair bit of trouble. The ball spills out to Fraser Brown. Brown kicks up towards the half-forward flank Courage personified by Simpson, and he takes a beautiful mark at half-back flank for North.
Mickey Martin
50 metres.
showing the colours there. 50 metres it is, Dougie. Well picked as the ball went out wide to Carey. It will be 50 metres, so this will bring him down. Still a long way outside the attacking 50. About 70 metres out.
Well, that's the right decision. Some umpires might even get a bit over the top and take your number for that, because he marked the ball and he jumped into the back of him, but he put up two open hands, and that's what made contact.
Simpson plays on from half forward, kicks inside 50. McKernan got under the ball, got pushed out of the way by Silvani. Over to the back of the pack is Sexton, close to the boundary line. Presses on the Blues here. Little dribbler kick, goes up to Beaumont. Winnie gives chase. Beaumont goes in ball with a handball to McKay. Here go the Blues. McKay's got Hamill. He's got space in the forward line if he can pick it up. He can't pick it up. Yes, he can. He's tackled by Pike. Handball off the Ratton. Go over the top. Whitnell's there. Archer gets back. Whitnell nudges, Marks plays on, and Pickett tackles, kicks it out of bounds on the full, Dougie. Out of bounds on the full.
Messi off Hickman on.
That just goes to show that Byron Pickett is the best player in the league when he doesn't have it. You know, at getting it back, at dispossessing somebody. He is fantastic. Chased him down, ran him down, put him on the tackle in the kicking motion, and the ball goes off its directed course. Out of bounds on the full.
Could be heading towards the Norm Smith middle. Byron Pickett from the back pocket. Out comes the kick from Martin. Off the hands of the pack. Simpson did well. Front and square. Beautiful play by Harvey. Around the body up towards the centre wing position. McKay's there for Carlton. Kept in play by Winnie. Winnie Abraham did it beautifully to Peter Bell. Bell inside. Here it comes again. Welsh over the top. Back to Bell. Bell now left foot kick forward. Scholes in front. No, it's not. It's Motlop. Motlop's got it. He kicks over the line and out of bounds.
Bit ambitious.
Yeah, tried a bit too hard on that occasion, and the free kick will go in the back pocket to Beaumont for Carlton. He plays on straight away to Silva, to Christo.
Christo goes out wide there looking for Nelson. The defensive 50 inboard. He's got Bradley. That's where he comes. Ignores him though. Goes by foot. Streaming through centre half back. Long ball. Big Mickey Martin up in the mark. This in front of Koutafidis, and he does right on the edge of the square. True centre half back for the Roos. Kicking to the punt right into this third quarter. 24-minute mark. Roos 13-4-82. Carlton 7-9-51. Kick goes sideways to Blakey. Blakey back into the centre circle. Bombs it up towards the attacking 50. Rice out on the lead could do no good. McKay comes in behind. Went the handball. He missed. He missed the handball. Lappin comes in for support. Long handball over the top. Set up McKay. McKay had to go wide because Pickett was pressuring. Ball over and out of bounds on the wing northern side.
He's a freak, Byron Pickett, isn't he? Just once again, his ability to just think the most important thing in my life is to pressure the ball carrier here.
From the throw in, it comes back to McKay. McKay kicks around the body. Carey goes into the pack. He ends up cleaning up his teammate in Archer. Geez, talk about the irresistible force. Bang, it came through. It's going to open the door for Lappin. He was caught. Play on. Mickey Martin crashes through and kicks beautifully out to Simpson. Oh, look at the Carlton blokes. Hands on hips, heads down. They're gone, the Blues. It's going to be a rout. I can tell you now. North Melbourne are about to just put the foot on the gas. Welsh kick down to Bell. Bell takes the mark. It's going to be a demolition in the next 35 minutes of footy, because look at the Carlton players. Hands on heads, hands on hips, hands on knees. They are showing all the signs of a beaten side at the 25.5-minute mark of the third term, and North Melbourne are running away with it.
Well, you know, Mickey Martin's got a bit of confidence up when he tries to break 3 tackles in 3 steps, don't you?
And he did it, Derm.
Yeah, Mick's a pretty simple footballer. Just line him up and crash him down.
Bell punt road edge comes in, Dermot, and goals it. He goals it for the Roos. They have kicked 4 on the trot now. Since the 12-minute mark of this third quarter to the 25-minute mark. And Bella's kicked 2. Roos 14-4-88. Good kicking. Blues 7-9-51. Bow repairs scoreboard.
Yep, for as long as Carey's on the ball, Silvani's playing on McKernan now. And Carey thinks, well, let's throw the cat amongst the pigeons.
We'll go back.
We've well and truly got the direction of the game happening for us. So he sneaks out of the square. Sauce goes into a momentary lapse here, a momentary state of panic, and directs somebody to pick up McKernan. Gives it to Christo.
Oh, no.
He goes with Carey. I don't know if Andrew will be able to hold him on the flight.
Thanks to Hahn Premium Light, Triple M Rock Football. Allen gets the tap, but it's picked up by Harvey, who's been very good in the centre of the ground. The handball from Welsh came back to Winston Abraham, back to the horse, Jay Longmire, to Mickey Martin, who gives it everything and kicks it 30 metres with a tumble punt. It was a top spinner. It looked like what Leighton Hewitt's one there for a moment as it goes up the centre half forward. Coming through with Sexton, good play to McKay, to Fraser Brown. They're trying to lift the Blues, but they just haven't got it in them. It comes out to Lappin. Lappin goes, not Lappin, it was Ratton who got it up. And ironic cheers come up for Lance Whitnell, which is a bit tough on the young fella. It's his 8th touch coming up, but he'll line up for his first goal, 45 metres out, on a slightly better angle than 45 degree.
They haven't used the ball that well, the Carlton midfield, so they've been very hard on this young player.
Lance Whitnell for his first score today, comes in, he sprayed it.
Got too close.
It's a shocker. And he's missed to the right-hand side. Carlton 17-52. Kangaroos 14-4, 88. The margin 36 points. It's 6 goals the difference at the 27.5 mark on the Triple M Bow Repairs third term scoreboard.
Capuano up and running around the boundary line with his teammates Allison Mooney as well.
David King from fullback goes wide with a beautifully placed ball to Simpson. All the North Melbourne players, the Rouge players, led by Wayne Carey, just wanting to slow the ball down with 28 minutes third quarter, and they're saying they don't care whether there's another goal kicked in this quarter. They've done our job, got them into a winning position as the chip kick comes over to Harvey, who marks and takes plenty of time.
Roos 14-4, Carlton 7-10. Only one scoring shot the difference, but obviously on the scoreboard it's 36 points.
They've pulled down the shutters for this quarter, the Roos, just for this quarter. As Harvey from half-back, long ball to centre wing, McKernan in front, almost uncontested marks. Takes his time once again, even though it's got Welsh on the run. Carey's one out with Silvani. In front is Carey. He's being held. Umpire says play on. They'll both in it. Winnie came through like a little wind now. Handball comes back from Grant Carey. His kick off the side of the boot was a shocker. And over the line, out of bounds on the full. And it'll be Silvani's free kick in the punt road forward pocket.
When he has to stand, push and shove against Varney, Steve would, that'd be right up his alley. So he needs to get into the midfield.
Beaumont's kick is a shocker. He turns it over. Look at this as Scholl kicks forward. Shannon Grant comes out. Now it's the other Shannon, Motlop. Back he goes. Byron Pickett, he deserves a goal and misses to the left-hand side. They would have brought the house down that one. 29 minutes gone. Roos 89, Carlton 52, margin 37 points, Tim.
You can just see that the North Melbourne players around Byron Pickett there were willing that one through, and I reckon I've been there before that one. There's a goal in every game where when it goes through, you know that, hey, we cannot lose it. The next one that the Roos kick, that's it.
Christou kicks in from full back, ball comes back to Bell, gives the handball up to the running Grant, sold the dummy on Silvani. 40 metres out, goal! Dermot, you just spoke about it! That is it! Grant's kicked his fourth.
Cut loose.
29.5-minute third quarter. Dermot says they can't lose. 15-5, 95 to the Blues, 7-10, 52. Bow Repairs, Triple M scoreboard.
Eddie, you called a rout, Ed. You did call a rout, Ed. What is a rout?
About where we are now, Doug, in the grand final. 43 points is the difference now. And North Melbourne are marching away to another premiership. They've been sensational. The 4th premiership coming up for this magnificent club.
See, Steve Silvani got stepped around so very easily because, look, he's made a couple of minor Blues shots, but by and large, he's probably beaten Carey in the one-on-ones, and he's done everything possible. He's not expected to be able to run with the little fleet of foot players.
Camberell kicks into the forward 50. Free kick coming to Blakey. In his 299th game, the veteran takes the free kick at centre half back. He bombs it long out towards the wing position. Up high was Ange Christou. Comes down to Lappin. Lappin tries to crash through the pack. He gives it up. It's Scholl over to Harvey. Harvey, little left foot kick was a beauty into the centre of the ground. Bell has time to wait and handball back to Harvey. Play on, says the umpire. As Harvey has a bounce, has a second bounce. Runs to within 60 metres. He thumps it long. It's McKernan. McKernan off hands. Silvani at the back of the pack concedes it behind. And it's through for a point.
You notice earlier, Ed, up the other end of the round, second quarter, Carlton wouldn't consider behind because they knew if they do, that's only one more that they have to get. Now it is just a matter of stemming the tide for pride.
Triple M Bow Repairs scoreboard. Kangaroos 15-6, 96. Carlton 17-52. The margin is 44 points.
Christou from fullback up the middle. This Cooper, he's trying to sweep it on back of the pack. Standing start King. Pump it back to the goal square. No one there except the man that kicked it. Silvani took the mark. Handballs off to Nelson. Got McKay running in support wide on the northern side. He handballs out wide. McKay has trouble picking it up. Then he tries to waltz around Welsh. And all he can do is parallel over the boundary line.
The Carlton dream starting to become a nightmare now. They've just run out of tickets.
31.5 minutes in the third quarter. The Roos have kicked 5 consecutive goals after the Blues kicked 2 on the trot. Boundary throw in, ball to Grant. And the Kangaroos are just hoping the sirens sound right now. And I tell you what, I think the Blues are too. They want to get back in and regroup. 96-52 in favour of the Kangaroos. Bow repair scoreboard.
Ticking out to 32 minutes. It'll be a long quarter because Murphy went off the ground with that knee injury. It's kicked out from Bradley to centre wing. Pickett is there, punches away. Tell you what, Derm, do you reckon that goal will make the difference between Pickett and Shane Grant winning Norm Smith medal? Pickett missed his, Grant bombed it.
I reckon, I honestly thought Grant had been a better player, and I reckon Capuano was best until he went off as well.
Throw in, it's punched away by Allen, who has just been absolutely magnificent with his efforts. The kick up towards centre-half forward, but Christo sticks out at a big hand and takes a one-hander.
He might get a run here.
Left foot kick out towards Hickmott, who takes the mark. No, he doesn't, he drops it. Crashes through the pack, handballs over the top. Here's the chance for Beaumont on that favourite left foot. 55 out and closing, he kicks to the square, but he misses altogether. And it's through 4-1 behind. 33 minutes gone, Triple M Bow Repair scoreboard. Third term, Kangaroos 15-6-96, Carlton a 7-11-53. The margin is 43 points.
Well, don't leave McKernan out too, guys, out of the Norm Smith medal. I thought he's been terrific.
Yeah.
Won't be a lot of emphasis placed on that in the last quarter. Game probably not in dispute. Not beyond the Blues to get up, but very tough task now as King plays on from fullback. Kicks one out wide there towards halfback, southern stand side. Beaumont's out there. Allen went up, couldn't control it. Grant was off. He was off and heading to Carey. 3-quarter time scores. What a quarter it was. The Roos in that quarter kicked 6 goals. The Blues kicked 2. And the scoreboard reads 15-6-96 to the Blues 7-11-53 on the Triple M Bow Repair scoreboard.
Blue supporters, stand up and applaud your team if they just fight this one out.
From the centre bounce, thanks to Hahn Premium Light, Triple M rocks football.
Bradley pumps it inside 50. Pickett punches it away with a double fister. Goes in, Hickman over the top. Should have got the free kick. Might have even been Whittle.
It is.
And it is Whittle. And he has got the free kick in the first 30 seconds of the final quarter. Now he's, 35 to 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. This is his 9th possession of the day. He's at punt road end. Very little wind to speak of. And Lance Whitnell needs to kick this. He's thinking about the lead. Forget that, son. Kick it through the goal. Punt road end. Whitnell comes in, lines it up. Off to the right-hand side, and a minor score there to Larks. 7-12-54 the Blues. Trail the Roos 15-6-96 and the Crazy John scored.
I think I was going to say to Dermot at the start of the game, we thought Mick Martin's a mismatch with Aaron Hamill. He's torn up the part, I reckon.
I reckon he's been pretty well helped by the midfielders as well.
King runs one way, then stops.
Over the line.
I don't think he was.
He went over the line for the first dummy kick going out one way.
He slid.
He slipped through it.
No, we'll take the umpire's word on that one. But just watching it, I don't think he did. But anyway, right? Not me who's making the decision. Ball up on the edge of the square. Here's a chance for Carlton to steal something. It's punched away though by the North Melbourne defence. It comes to Whitnell. He's too frightened to have a handball, a kick there. He gets it across to Franchino, who has a shot at goal. It won't make the distance. In fact, it's touched right on the line and through for another behind. So after 1 minute and 45 seconds on the Triple M Crazy John scoreboard, final term, Carlton have added 2 points to their score. They're 7-13-55. The Roos are 15-6-96. They lead by 41 points.
King plays on from fullback. This time he does it legally, but the kick's ordinary. Into Beaumont. Beaumont overran the ball. At the back, waiting for Bradley. Bradley just outside forward 50. Gives the handball up to Beaumont. Standing start 50 metres out. And Pike's right in the goal square. Up they go. Hamill's loose. Picks it up. He was tackled brilliantly there by Pike as it was about to kick. And Stevens Kings comes in for support. And dribbles along the boundary line, over the line, out of bounds.
I reckon that was a very astute claim a second ago, Ed, when you said Lance Whitnell was too scared to have a shot at goal. He should have snapped. There was a passage for him there, but he elected to handball into traffic. What a free kick on the throw-in here.
Allen.
I think there was John Longmire.
Yep.
just was wrong-sided against Matty Allen and just tried to keep him down on the jump for the boundary line throw, and Matty Allen has the free kick here. He's just hooked onto the arms, and
Not much
pretty
into it.
light one,
Yeah,
very
not much.
light one,
Yeah.
but Johnny just was very, very crude in his initiation of locking
Would
arms.
not have been paid in the first half.
No way.
3 minutes gone. Carlton need a goal. Allen with his 11th touch. Built forward tough, but he won't make a distance. And it's another rush behind. So the margin now, 40 points the difference. As Carlton tick on to 7-14-56. Roos 15-6-96. 3 minutes gone in final term, and North Melbourne are heading towards their 4th Premiership Cup.
No one in North Melbourne's half of the ground.
David King from fullback kicks out wide in front. McKern couldn't mark over the top when Carey Harvey was front centre. Little right foot kick around the corner, went like the guts. Up to Walsh, through comes Bell. He was tackled there by Chris, who brought to the ground. Ball still going forward. Motlop got the handle to Welsh. Didn't make the distance. Umpire lets it go on the ground is Walsh. Tries to secure the ball in the forward 50 for the Roos. 4-minute mark of the final quarter. 56-96, 40-point lead to the Kangaroos. 4 minutes into this final quarter, Doug.
Yeah, Allen now has gone to centre-half forward, but been picked up by Mick Martin.
Ball up forward pocket for the Roos. In they go, Christo got a handball backwards to Kudafiti's quick kick out of the park has been marked by Blakey. Point of the square, half forward. Southern stand side, he runs around on the right boot, plays on, thumps a long ball down at the back with Bell. Kudafiti's missed the mark he should have taken. In goes Abraham. Ball comes out wide to Lappin. Half back for the Blues.
From the Kuda, and Lappin kicks from the half-back flank up towards Hickmon. He gets out, marks cleanly this time, swings around. Bit of a pagan paddock style here as they go to Whitnell. Almost takes the mark off hands. That man again, Archer, is in under the pack. They dive in on top. It'll come out to Whitnell. He can't miss this, or can he? It all does the 360, and he has a snap and misses. Through for 1 point. Well, stiff there, Lance.
It was a little bit more difficult than we thought it was. The ball ran away from him and did a horseshoe.
Yeah, he did a big run around, and well, he was just unlucky there, Lance Whitnell. And 5 minutes have gone, and Carlton had their 3rd point of this term. They trail now by 39 points on the Triple M Crazy John scoreboard.
Pickett, beautiful kick from fullback. Finds Shannon Grant.
See what happened there, Brian? North Melbourne stayed in a line up and down spine, and Shannon Grant has marked just outside the 50, but led from the centre circle to receive that kick in.
Will he win the Norm Smith medal?
Yep.
Centre wing, he kicks the ball.
He's the man for it.
Takes it over the line. Dermot's already anointed him the Norm Smith medalist of 99.
Yep.
Shannon Grant, 4 goals. Boundary throw in centre wing, northern side. 5.5 minute final term, 96-57 in favour of the Kangaroos. Ball comes down to Bradley. Quick give off to Rice on the standing start. Mongrels one up towards Whitnell. Archer tries to push him out of the ball. Big Mickey at the back got a paw to it. Knocked it out to Wall. Give off to King, was good under pressure as King kicks the centre forward. Motlop up, missed the mark. Kudafiti's twiddled and fiddled and diddled. Couldn't get hold of the ball as Simpson comes through. Here's my man Winnie. Winnie goes the left. He got coat angered, but he keeps going for McKay. 70 metres out long on the Bell. Mark in the square and Silvani poleaxes him.
He might get
Bell
his number
right
down
in
for
his
that.
face. Umpire speaks to Silvani.
No.
50-metre penalty applies.
Sauce didn't mind at all giving that one away.
Bell gets up to take his kick.
Anyone else bar Sauce might have gone for that one, Doom, I reckon.
Yeah, he really did drive him in. 2 forearms up. Definitively, the part of the arm between the wrist and the elbow, and he drove them both into the back of his head.
Bell comes in directly in front, kicks his 3rd goal. He's had another good grand final for the Kangaroos. He was a good player in 96. Here he is at 99. And the Roos have got a commanding lead here. They will go on and win the 99 grand final. 16-6-102 to Carlton, 7-15-57. 7-minute mark, Crazy John scoreboard.
Leading possession getter on the ground now, Peter Belly, lined up today in the middle of the ground. And it's just gone on. As it's got older, the game, he's got better. Started against Brett Ratton, and he's really... he's just gone out of the equation as the game's gone on.
7 minutes gone in the final term of the grand final of 99. Triple M Crazy John scoreboard. 16-6-102 to Carlton, 7-15-57.
Sorry, Ed. Allen will make this bounce down, then he'll go straight to centre forward. Cooter will then become the roving ruckman.
Longmire got the tap, but Camperella kicked it forward. But have a look at this bloke. The jack in the box himself. Byron Pickett jumps up and takes a beautiful mark. Clears to the outside. Is picked up by Simpson on centre wing. Kicks out wide to Shannon Grant. There it is. And Grant takes another strong mark. This will be his 20th touch. No, they didn't pay it.
Had to pay that.
Gee. Harsh.
Look at Hoggy having a crack at him. Matty Hogger's having a fair little crack at him.
Yeah, it won't matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
Throw in. Tip comes from Allen, who's tried hard all day, to Camporelli, who also has kept trying. At the carry, it comes around the body. Kurtafidis couldn't hold the mark. It comes off hands. Kicked up forward by Beaumont. The mark taken by Whitnell on centre wing in front of Archer. Plays on. Right foot kick to forward 50, and Hickmont out on the lead. Takes the mark. Looks inside and finds Hamill. Hamill comes out and marks. He's 55 metres out. Gets the boos from the North Melbourne fans for being found not guilty. There you go. He kicks up to the goal square. Hickmont's there, off hands it goes. Here's a chance for Mickey Martin, a chance for Lappin. Handball's out. Grab, play on, says the umpire. Beautiful tackling by North Melbourne. Pickett's grab was the last one, and we'll have a ball up in the forward pocket. 8.5 minutes gone. Triple M Crazy John scoreboard. It's the Kangaroos leading by 55 points. As Stevens now concedes that he is injured and comes off. Standing ovation for Anthony Stevens.
Well, he's knackered.
And Sean Clayton comes on, and he doesn't matter. He's got a grin. It looks like a watermelon, the big grin. From the throw-in, or the ball up. It's a kick at goal by Camporelli, and he scores his second goal for the afternoon. 9 minutes gone in the grand final of 99. And Carlton are 8-15, 63. Kangaroos 16-6, 1-2. The margin back to 39 points.
Well, Rice comes off, and Chris Massey gets another crack at it. He's just getting a bit of experience, grand final experience under his belt now. North Melbourne are just doing everything to keep this game pretty well safe now. Johnny Longmire, he ran away from the bounce, and Matty Allen wanted to go to centre forward, but was committed to trailing around a loose man going forward. So he dragged him to full forward, and Matty Allen had to sit there for 2 minutes.
Dermot says Grant will come to Dougie in a moment for the Norm Smith medal at the 99. Thanks to Hahn, Premium Light football. As Simpson comes to the middle of the ground. McKernan at the top, couldn't mark. Grant got a handball out wide. It was intercepted by Sexton. Knocked on the shoal. Shoulder to Motlop. Open goal for the Roos. Kicked his second, Motlop.
Curtis Rick McKinnon.
The Roos, the 99 premiers. 2 in the 90s. Are they the best team? McKernan's heard, and Doug will tell us who he thinks has won the Norm Smith medal of 99. Scoreboard, Roos 76, 108. Blues 8-15, 63. Crazy John scoreboard. Dougie.
Yeah, I just reckon BT. I'm probably a bit with Dermot here. I think Shannon Grant kicked the 4 goals. I just want to say that Corey McKernan, the game was getting away from the Kangaroos. He kicked 2 big goals in the second quarter. He's brilliant, Dermot. And I just think he turned the game for the Kangaroos. But out of them 2 guys, I wouldn't be surprised out of the 2 of them.
Well, I think you got to look at the way the coaches of the 2 teams are thinking. Hogg stamped out Buick last week, and that turned the game to Carlton's favour. Twice now he's had a go at putting Hogg on Shannon Grant, and he's still on him now.
And somebody's knocked off a footy. On the goals.
First one I've seen go for a while.
Long time, yeah. Used to see it all the time. Knocked off. And up by John Harvey came on and received stat for the handball in the back of the Russia.
I wonder if he scratched the surface of it.
Yeah, I wonder if he did. 11 minutes gone in the final term. And it's North Melbourne by 45 points. Oh, Blakey almost gets his head ripped off. Play on now, says the umpire, as it comes from Kurtafidis out to Nelson. Nelson kicks inside 50 to the forward pocket, and Whitnell gets across and takes the mark. He's fought on, Lance Whitnell. He'll learn from this experience.
Yep. But that's a very valid call there. You talk about North Melbourne. What happened to them last year? They weren't going to be beaten today. I reckon that played a big part in them being the grand final winners today, or what we perceive to be the eventual winners. He's actually going to be very hungry for it next year, Lance.
Lance has had 5 possessions this quarter, 13 for the match. From just inside the boundary line, he has a shot at goal and kicks it. He deserved the goal, Lance Whitnell, and he gets one at the 11-minute mark of the final term. Crazy John scoreboard, ticking over to 12 now. Roos 17-6, 108. Carlton 9-15, 69. And the margin is back to, let's work it out, 36 points.
Yeah, tell you what, Dermot.
No, make that 30,
15,
39 points.
39 points.
I got lost there for a minute. 39 points the difference, 12 minutes gone.
Yeah, just going to say that after he kicked that goal, he had 4 or 5 teammates came up and pat him on the head, said, well done.
Yeah.
That's a good side. They haven't gave up hope for the Blues.
Thanks on premium light day, triple and rack. Football is Kudafiti's out of the backside of the centre circle, got it off to Bradley. Bradley over the top, McKay running the wrong way. Winnie pressure, Simpson gets the ball. Little kick goes on to McKernan, centre half forward, ran out, trapped it, gave it back to Winnie. Winnie launches from 80 metres out. It's long, it's there, off to the line. Minor score, Winnie. 13-minute mark, Roos 17-7, 109. Carlton 9-15-69.
That's about the only Winnie Blue for the day, except for John Elliott.
I reckon, you know how we get our favourite players from teams, and mine would be Mark Johnson from Essendon. Wait for the kick in here.
They've mucked it up, the Blues. It comes back to Peter Bell. It's another one. Peter Bell kicks his 4th.
He's the only one that's challenged Shannon Grant, I reckon.
Yeah, he's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Peter Bell kicks his 4th from a turnover from fullback, and it's out to 45 points again. It's now 18-7, 115. Carlton 9-15-69. We played 13 and a half minutes in the final term. The margin 46 points.
Yeah, you know how you get those favourite players, Brian. I reckon Winston Abraham is your favourite player playing in league footy, besides the absolute superstar.
Ron Casey on the scoreboard, the chairman of the North Melbourne Footy Club.
He's happy.
He is. He's got another premiership. Well done to Ron.
Yeah, do like Winnie Dermott. Ball back in the middle of the ground. And triple and rocking football here at the MCG. Allen goes up. He's tied. Cooter went up. Missed the ball. Knocked down there. Ratting out the back door through it. Camporelli got a piece of it. And the umpire said he did throw it.
Bell had 15 possessions in the third quarter. Dermott has 27 for the day, including 4 goals. Grant has 19 and 4 goals.
Capuano comes back on for Longmire. Thank you, Dermott, as Harvey got the ball out wide to Shoal. He's a long way. Walsh it was. It's a high ball carrying the goal square. Manton goes up.
Bell again.
By Silvani, and Bell was running close to the line. And it had just completed the line. 14 and a half minutes, Roos 18-8, Watts 16, Carlton 9-15-69. Crazy John scoreboard.
47 points the difference, coming up to the 15-minute mark of the final term. It's the Crazy John scoreboard. This time Bradley goes long and Beaumont marks on the defensive 50 members side of the ground.
North Melbourne know that Carlton are so tired and they can't run away from them that they're actually just going man-on-man for the kick-ins.
Kicking up towards Capuano, who's come on, which is good news. There he is, Pickett, smothers and steals the ball, kicks to Harvey. Harvey looks forward, goes out wide to Clayton on the forward 50. Clayton has a shot at the goal. It's a shocker. Got a handball over the top to Bell. Bell said, come on, give it over to me. Could have been a Norm Smith medal for me.
Yeah, that one was just about would have clinched it for him.
And Clayton got caught between a rock and a hard place and kicked it out of bounds on the full.
Now Craig Bradley signalling everybody to run to the centre of the ground, and yep, that's where he's kicked it. He's forecast it.
Kicked it to Massey and had the second grab. Handball's out wide. Good handball it was too. To Ange Christo. Christo kicks in to centre half forward. Out comes Hamill, who takes the mark. Whitnell's all on his own. He'll thump it long. Whitnell will mark and will run into an open goal for his second for the term. This time makes no mistake. And Lance Whitnell kicks another goal. As I said, his second for the term. It's 15 and 3/4 minutes gone in the grand final of 1999. Final term, Crazy John scoreboard. The attendance today, 94,228. 94,228, and that's the best it's been for a couple of years. A great turnout today. I don't think you can fit much more in here. 94,228 for the grand final of 99. 16 minutes gone. Kangaroos 18-8, 116. Carlton a 10-15, 75. Final term, thanks to Han Premium Light. Triple M rocks the grand final.
16 and a quarter minutes played in this final term here. Great day it's been, other than the score. Another blowout in the grand finals as Kudafiti's rammed it out of the middle down into the forward line. Whitnell under the ball, got pushed by Archer, who took a good mark in defence. Archer, a significant member of the Kangaroo line-up for a few years now, has won an Norm Smith medal, goes wide with the ball to Harvey. Harvey completes the mark at half-back. And they slow it down. It's a little bit early to do this, boys. Have a bit of fun and enjoy it. The 17-minute mark. Short kick comes into Pickett, just bordering the centre corridor area.
Goes back to him.
And he completes the mark. Far too early for this, as Pickett from half-back kicks the ball up towards McKernan. High up, couldn't mark the ball. Down they come. Blakey over the top. Walsh there as well. In they go. Massey tries the tackle. Play on calls the umpire. Ratton got pushed off the ball. Still in dispute. In they go. Bell put his head over it. Wanted it. Carlton in there. Hamill, I think it might have been got a handball out, Doug. Fancy calling this rubbish at the moment. Centre wing, southern stand side. McKay goes out. Bit of aerial ping pong from Walsh, knocked the ball to the boundary. Massey kept it in. Camporelli got a bump, and we've been calling for 45 seconds, and nothing has happened. Nothing has happened in that patch of play. 18-minute mark, Ed.
Throw in, centre wing, outer side of the ground.
I think they're very tired, BT. Don't worry about that. Both sides pretty tired.
They were Carlton. It goes back out. They thump it back over the centre wing boundary, southern stand side. It just reminds me of a boxer who's thrown so many punches. He's punched himself out. They're just grasping on at the moment, aren't they, Carlton? They're just hanging on. They don't even want to throw a punch.
Throw in, and Mickey Martin goes up and knocks it over the line out of bounds now.
Saw the tragic story there up on the screen of Jason McCartney sitting in the stands.
Yep. Well, he made a meal of it last week, Jason, but geez, faced the media all week.
Again.
Mick's having a day out now, just thumping the ball over the line and out of bounds. I reckon he does it one more time. The umpire will give him a free kick. Ratton says, how about the free kick? Umpire Kate says, well, give him one more go. Throw in. Mick wants to have another go at it too. He gets blocked out this time by Hamill. It comes down to Koutafidis. Good handball on from Nelson. Going in hard there was Manton. Now it spills out wide. Here's the chance for King. For North Melbourne. One bounce. He runs the centre half forward. From the point of the square, he thumps it long. Capuano there off heads. Bell's got another one. Yes, he has. No, he hasn't. He just missed it. Missed by that much. 19 minutes gone. Triple M. Crazy John scoreboard. Kangaroos 18-9, 117. Lead Carlton 10-15, 75. The margin 42 points.
As Craig Bradley, the skipper for the Blues, will kick it out from fullback. We've played 19 minutes. And the Blues have been comprehensively beaten here in the 99 grand final. Kick into Nelson. Marks did not want to know about David King bearing down over the top. Clayton comes off.
Very lucky.
Free kick for Nelson was indeed Doug. As Ellison sneaks on. Nelson goes wide with the ball. Out there towards Lappin Pickett. Lappin, good mark, will be paid. No, he won't. Umpire says get on with it. Hogg picked it up, dished off to Hickmont, back to Hogg. Hogg's been tackled. Strip of the ball, tackled and thrown to the ground with a ball up. Half forward for the Blues on the southern stand side.
Peter Bell ambles over. Boy, has he had a hard day today. He has been fantastic, Peter Bell. He'd have to be amongst the top three, wouldn't you, Dim, with Shannon Grant and this bloke Byron Pickett.
He's a butt-getter.
Big torpedo from Pickett out towards the wing position off hands. There's a chance for Carey. Gets the handball working. McKay runs in for Carlton. Breaks the tackle. Now he kicks up towards the centre half forward position looking for Allen, who takes the mark just in front of Archer.
That was cleverly done by Archer.
Yep. Got it. Punched the ball away.
Have a shot.
But big Matty Allen at the 20 and a quarter minute mark of the final term will line up 50 metres out directly in front.
Cooter loitering on the line.
From 49 metres, the big left foot kick is a beauty. He's put it through. And Carlton won't lie down. They've been outclassed today. They've run out of steam, but they won't lie down. They're a proud club. And while they've been comprehensively beaten today, they certainly have not been disgraced. So Carlton fans, you should feel pretty proud. But having said that, the Blues are starting to head for home. They're heading for the gates here at the MCG. We've played 21 minutes. Kangaroos 18-9, 117. Carlton 11-15, 81.
Do I get the feeling you guys are changing your mind on the Norm Smith medal? You said Grant 10 minutes ago without a doubt.
I still think Grant.
Yep.
I reckon Pickett might be a chance now.
Well, I reckon we got the three players, Grant, Pickett and Bell.
Okay.
And I reckon the 3 o'clock start's a bit late.
Yeah, it's getting dark.
Very dark now.
Thanks to Hahn, Premier Light football is getting dark, Doug, as that might have been Manton, I think it was. Koutafidis indeed on the left boot. Kick up the Lappin on half forward, missed the mark. Bell comes across. King's there as well. Bell wasn't anywhere near it, Doug. As Capuano picked it up, kicked it up towards half forward. And there's a heap of Blues players here to grab the ball. One of those will be Sexton. He's very tired. Can go short to Koutafidis with a handball, does. And Koutafidis walks it over the boundary line as Capuano comes off, Mooney on.
Yeah, Mooney getting a run to enjoy the atmosphere, the young fella. That's good coaching as well. Capuano's done his job, injured his knee, but he has been a star today. Throw in. Mickey Martin Comes from behind, but the ball didn't get that far. It was picked up by Blakey. Handballed over to Motlop. Motlop picks up towards Carey. Up from behind, couldn't hold the mark. Comes down to Silvani. Silvani out to Hogg in his last game of senior football. Handballs over the top to McKay. They're running the Blues now as McKay kicks to centre foot. Allen's there, clean bowls him. Here's a chance for Whitnell. He kicks off the ground. Will the bounce favour him? No, it won't. Nowhere near it. In fact, it bounces over the line and out of bounds. We'll have another throw in. 22 minutes gone, triple Crazy John scoreboard, and it's the Kangaroos 18-9-117, leading by 36 points, 11-15-81, and as I said, the attendance 94,228.
Forward pocket throw in for the Blues. Ballot ground level, farms off the handball. Archer is waiting back. Kick from the standing. Stationary target there has been marked by Massey. Massey a long way from goal, 75 metres out, thumps the ball back in looking for Allen. Up they fly over the top. Pickett takes it off hands at the front. He was immediately tackled. Ball held, terminal over, ball up 20 metres out from the Blues goal.
Ball up. Bell's had 28 possessions in this match, by far the most. 5 marks, 4 goals, 1 he's been a star.
Indeed he has, in contention for the Norm Smith medal as Martin comes across the face, missed it. King kicks it through the opposing goal for a minor score. 23 minutes of expired final term. It's going to be a long wait for Roos fans as it gets very dark here at the MCG. 117 plays 82 on the Crazy John scoreboard. 35 points of difference in favour of the North Melbourne Kangaroos. They're going to win their 4th premiership in their history, admitted to the VFL in 1925, winning their first in 1975, their second in 1977. And they're going to give away a free kick here, and it's going to go to Mooney
on
both. Yeah, you're right.
On the further afield up on the wing, he ran into Beaumont, so the free kick goes to the other team where it currently stands.
Glenn Menton, who has not scored today, comes in and kicks a point. So 34 points the difference now, as the North Melbourne side are 18-9-117. Carlton 11-17, 83, 24 minutes gone on the Triple M Crazy John scoreboard. And thanks to Hahn Premium, Triple M rocks football.
I reckon Capuano has just come back on the ground for Mooney, got on the phone to Pagan and said, I want to finish this game on the ground.
Bring Longmire on.
Because he's brought Mooney off again, Capuano's gone on. So I reckon that's what's happened. And I think fair enough, probably.
Bring Johnny on for the last
as the ball comes back into play. Quarter shakes his head, he says no. But Scholl misses the mark, ball close to the boundary line. Blues. Ball up will happen here, 55 metres out from their goal.
There's a big difference between being on the ground at the end of a game and not.
Well, bring a few more on, they'll get their score scrapped. That might be the only way Carlton can win.
24.5 minutes in the final quarter. Kangaroos are wrapped up with the 99 premiership as Pick thumps the ball to the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
And more scoring shots, the Carlton side doing, which you touched on just before. Now they've had 28-27.
Ron Casey on the screen. So too Johnny Longmire on the scoreboard. Well, finally a lifetime ambition for John Longmire as the kick goes forward by Ratton, but it was smothered as always by the North Melbourne defence. King over to Harvey. Harvey kicks out to Mickey Martin. Martin out at wide to Martin Pike. Martin Pike kicks inside. There's a bloke who's just resurrected his career, to Allison, to Peter Bell, one of the great stories in football. The Korean orphan who kicks out wide, and the mark's been taken by the King. Wayne Carey's just done enough today, but his season has been magnificent as always. To Fruity Allison, whose father Tom was a great North Melbourne player. Kicks up to Shannon Motlop, the junior of the side. What a day he's having. He's kicked 2 and he's bombed 1 from 50 to McKernan in the square. Punched away by Kudafidis. Over the line and out of bounds. We'll have a throw in the forward pocket as the Redcoats come out to circle the MCG, which means we're just a matter of moments away from crowning the North Melbourne Football Club the premiers of 1999.
Wayne Baxton waiting in the race there. Bobby Skilton waiting to come out for the after-match presentations as Beaumont takes it from defence. Goes wide. Nelson has a little bit of trouble picking it up. Handball was meant for Lap and it was intercepted by King, and he showed the poise under a little bit of pressure to kick it to Welsh, who marks inside 50. Welsh directly in front will kick from about 51 metres out.
I'll tell you what, Dermot, you touched him for Byron Pickett. He canals you. He gets to a stage where he just forces into a corner. I mean, it's amazing.
He does it. Look, he'll run into you and bump you when he thinks he can get away with it, but he won't charge you when you've got the ball. He just bottles you up and closes in on you.
14th possession, 4th mark has kicked one today. Welsh comes in. Right on 50, City end of the ground, distance is okay, it's all about accuracy offline. 18-10, 118 the Roos to the Blues, 11-17-83. on the Crazy John Triple M scoreboard.
Margin 35 points. As Craig Bradley goes back to bring the ball back into play. It's ticking over to the 27-minute mark. Carlton put the huddle together one last time, you'd think, as Bradley brings the ball back out to Camporelli. Went over his head. Here it comes again. Peter Bell, handballs inside to Motlop. Motlop, little chip kick inside. Winston Abraham's there, so too Welsh. They muck it up. McKay for Carlton's there, so too Manton. Handballs out to Massey. Massey gets it wider still to Kuta. He's on the defensive 40. Up it comes to half-forward flank position off hands. Martin's got the ball and the North Melbourne fans roar. He thumps it long. McKernan! Carey! Carey's got it!
Well, this is a money kick, Ed. There will be so much money riding on North Melbourne and 39 points plus.
Yep.
What do they stand at the moment?
Well, it's 35 points the difference, Derm, and this is a huge kick, this one.
For the punters.
Yep, because the overwhelming, the bookmakers will say, please kick it, because most money is on the under 39.5 points. Carey to say to the bookies. Lines up from 25 metres out directly in front. The King comes in and puts it through.
The bookies are home.
North Melbourne are the premiers of 1999. Carey kicks his second goal. And North Melbourne, Dermot, as you so astutely point out, are now up to a 41-point lead.
Gary Davies.
And Mick's got the towel wrapped around his head at half-back. He's the one who kicked it into the forward line there. He had the turban going there. He's given Archer a little hug from behind him.
I'm sure there'll be a few North Melbourne fans who might have just gone for the overs. It was the second most popular pick. So there'd be a lot of people cheering there for that kick. Some North Melbourne supporters not so happy, others very happy about it.
Thanks to Han, Premier Light Triple footballers. Simpson goes in the middle, little quick kick out of the pack there by Ratton, back of the square. King motors after it. Hickman beat it to him. Got a handball over the top to Bradley under pressure before it arrived. Blakey over the top, up the ball away. Bradley gives chase, can't control it. Boundary line beats all. 60 metres from the Blues goal at the punt road end.
Inside 3 minutes to go, Brian.
29 minutes ticking over. 2 minutes and 47 seconds riding on this game now. Before officially the Kangaroos will be the premiers of 99. Ratton from outside 50. Kicks a long ball down. King tried to do his best to run away from the ball. Eventually has to go and get it because Hickmont was going to. Ball over the line, out of bounds. Forward pocket for the Blues. Road end.
It's been a wonderful season for the Kangaroos. What a magnificent team they have been. 2 premierships in the 90s. So in the forward pocket, Mickey Martin uses his body and thumps it away. Abraham was there. Ratton's never stopped trying for Carlton. He handballs out wide. Comes to Nelson. Nelson gets the handball going to Massey. Massey back to Ratton. Rat kicks to the goal square. He's up high. Hamill at the front takes the mark. Well, damn it.
He could pinch back.
They're a chance now.
The bookies.
Well, that's what it's all it comes down to, the 39.5 point spread. And it's going to be Aaron Hamill lining up for goal number 1 today.
That's a good catch.
Good mark, yeah.
My word.
Very strong mark, coming in with the flight of the ball. He was crunched by his teammate Kuta. And Hamill from 15 metres out directly in front. Comes in and kicks a goal. He's just got it in, I think. He has. It's a goal. At the 30.5-minute mark, Aaron Hamill kicks his first goal of the afternoon and makes the difference now. 35 points. Kangaroos 19-10, 124. Carlton 12-17, 89. As I said, we've been playing for 30 minutes and 30 seconds in the final term on the Crazy John scoreboard. And thanks to Han Premium Light, Triple M Rocks football.
Does this make the Kangaroos the team of the 90s? Or West Coast or...
Even Stevens.
You couldn't split them. I've got the binoculars on Silvani and Carey. And they're actually enjoying, I mean, Sauce will be bitterly disappointed about enjoying each other's companies. 2 great champions.
Ratton out of the middle. AFL have not turned the lights on here at the MCG, or the MCG haven't turned it on. One or the other. Kick forward to Whitnell, up, couldn't mark. Archer over the top, punch away. Lappin front and centre. In they go, head over the ball. We'll have a ball up in the Carlton forward 50. And the auxiliary lights on in the stands, but the big ones that hover above. No go with 1 minute and 43 seconds left in this game.
So the ball up 40 metres out from the Carlton goals. What a great season it's been for North Melbourne. Disappointment last year, beaten in the grand final by Adelaide when they had the Crows on us at half-time. But today when they got the chance, they really ran away with it. And it's Byron
He's
Pickett.
been great.
He has been sensational today. What a great player. His first year, he wins the Norwich Rising Star. And in his second, he's a premiership player. He must be thinking, how easy is this game called Australian rules football? As he kicks it out to his co-pilot now, another youngster in Shannon Motlop. Motlop kicks up towards half forward for Carlton. It's marked by Manton. Manton plays on. Handballs away to Ratton. They're tired side the Carlton boys. They shot their bolt last week. No doubt about that against Essendon in the preliminary final as Beaumont kicks the ball inside.
And they've gone back to their old style of footy now they're that tired.
Camporelli kicks forward. Here's a chance for Lappin. They'll lock it up here and the time will tick away with under a minute to go. In the grand final of 1999, the Kangaroos are 19 goals 10, 124. Carlton are 12, 17, 89. Thanks to Hahn Premium Light, Triple M rocks football.
Ball up 40 metres out from the Blues goal with about 40 seconds remaining. Simpson does the ruck work. Players from both sides tired at the moment as Ratton goes wide with the ball. Christo in there fighting hard still. Abraham over the top. Pickett well smothered there by Ratton as Pickett launched into a big one. Lunge players form over the ball and we will have another ball up on the 50-metre attacking line for the Blues. 33-minute mark of the final quarter.
Last play of the day, Brian.
As the clock ticks down, 17 seconds, 16 seconds. Umpire will ball it up. The 99 premiers about to formally be announced as Simpson got the ball out wide. In went McKay, hovering it over Christo as go. 5 seconds, you'll hear the crowd start to count it down now. And that is it. The Kangaroos are the 99 premiers. Look at the jubilation on the bench down there by the North Melbourne officials.
Final scores in the grand final of 1999 as Peter Bell tries to get the footy. The umpire said, "Now you're going to give it back to me." It's the Kangaroos 1910 124, Carlton 12 17 89. As onto the ground comes Jason McCartney. He missed out after playing every game this season. Your heart goes out to him.